Hello, adventurers, and welcome to True Strike's very first in-house actual play. It's gonna be a little off the rails, and that's okay. We're figuring this out as we go. First off, I'm Tyler. You should know me pretty well by now, and unless this is your first time coming by, then hey, what's up? Every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, catch True Strike podcast. We talk about all things nerdy tabletop stuff, and with my co-host
Richard.
Yep, and joining us today are my lovely wife
Corey.
and Richard's favorite daughter,
The one and only.
the one and only who's very far away from her microphone.
And
Excuse you.
you have to say your name.
I know.
The suspense.
Keeps us waiting.
Tempe.
This is Tempe. Okay, so today we're going to be playing Daggerheart. Now, we were going to be running through a homebrew adventure and all this stuff and really like diving into it and making characters, but we're gonna... I saw the Quickstart adventure and I was like, this is very handholdy. I'm intrigued. So actually, we're going to be using the pre-gens for this game, and everyone's going to be selecting one here shortly, and we're just going to go through it pretty much word for word and talk about our experience with it on the next episode of the podcast. And next actual play of Daggerheart, everyone here will be making their own custom characters. I know Tempe's super excited for that day because she gets to play her fun girl. But for now, let's begin. Marlo Fairwind, the right-hand sorcerer of King Amaris, has gathered her most trusted allies to carry an important package to Hush, a small village within the ancient forest of Sablewood. The crate is large, heavy, and sealed with magic, and addressed to the Whitefire Arcanist. You've been given a map, a carriage, and a promise of reward upon your arrival. Now, I present to the three of you 5 characters. Please allow me to describe them all and then fight amongst each other to decide who gets who. You can roll these, you can just slug it out. I'm not picky. First, we got Marlo Fairwind, the Loreborn Elf Sorcerer. This is the one and only character that one of you must choose for the story. Everyone else, free for all. So, she is the personal mage to King Amaris and is responsible for bringing this group together. She appears calm until she isn't. Marlo must be played in this adventure, like I just said, but it said here, so I'm going to read it anyway. Next, we have Barnacle, the underborn ribbit rogue. There is no danger he will not get into, and no situation he cannot get out of. He fears water and will not swim. Next,
Horrible frog.
we Ribbit. Next, we have Garrick Reed, the highborn human warrior, a defector from a distant military force. He approaches most conflicts with kill him with kindness attitude. Next, we have Kari Nix, the Ridgeborn giant guardian. Loyal to the end and with a dry sense of humor, she will suffer no fools. Kari was practically born with an axe in her hand. Last, we have Varian Soto, the wild-born Qatari ranger. They take a shoot first and ask questions later approach. Any problem that can't be solved with a bow isn't a problem yet. Does any of the three of you have any questions about those 5? Or already have one in mind that you would like?
The frog really can't swim.
Will not swim.
Oh.
Afraid of swimming, right?
Sit. Fears water, will not swim.
Okay.
I don't know if you can have the whole character arc of getting over your fear of water.
Amphibian.
In one session.
episode. Yeah, probably
I'm
not.
interested in the frog.
All right,
He's
so we have frog.
interested in
We
the
have ribbit
frog.
interest over here.
Okay. Got a
Are
frog.
you also in
Yeah.
ribbit?
No.
Okay. So it sounds like you're gonna get your ribbit rogue, Miss Corey. So for that, let me get you
How big of a
barnacle
frog
sheets.
am I?
Oh well, I'll show you a little picture.
Barnacle.
I'm gonna hand you a bunch of things. Feel free to look over it as I get the other two's
I'm like a
characters.
Harry Potter frog.
All right. Any preference? Well, this will make this easy. Who wants to play Marlo? Because she has to be played.
Oh, you don't want to play Marlo?
No, I don't.
All right. Well,
Well, I guess that makes me
there
a
we go.
I want the last
Loreborn
one. I
elf?
want the guitar.
There we go. You're the Qatari? You're the
Yep.
ranger?
Yep,
All right.
yep, yep.
Let me go ahead and get...
Gimme.
Let me get there to your papers.
You get to be the special one.
Do.
When you
All
were
right.
reading the opening, you said Marlo was the one that gave us the job. So am I the one that gave me the job?
Bingo.
Hey,
You hired
this
everybody
is my
here.
job. You
Yep.
work for me now.
You are
Look,
you are right underneath
captain.
King Amaris.
I don't care. I'm a kitty cat.
Yep. You're the right-hand sorcerer to King Amaris, and you hired the other two
Okay.
to help you on this quest. All right.
Hmm.
I can now take these papers and drop them on the floor.
That's a lot of papers.
Away they go.
All right. Temperance. Here's your character. Please fold them up to where they can stand on their own.
Ooh, fancy.
Such fancy minifigs.
Same with you, Corey. You can fold them up so they can stand on their own. You as well.
He's so cute.
And I will tear these other two in pieces
I'm
because
like
you
a
didn't choose them.
wizard. A frog wizard.
Yeah. So,
Look at them legs.
what do the legs do?
Them legs?
You got some thighs.
Yeah, there's something going on over there.
All right. Dun, 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 dun. So, now you've each gotten your character packets. Make sure you go ahead and read through the first page, and then you see the question down at the bottom of your first page.
Mhm.
Go ahead and answer that question for me. Write it down, and then tell me what your answer is. This is going to matter for character building, relationships between each other.
So these are for these two people at the table?
Yep.
Okay.
All three of you,
Oh.
go ahead and basically read over your character. Keep in mind, your community, your ancestry, your background, stuff like that, and then answer that question as simply or creatively as you like. And then tell us, the rest of us, what your answer was.
This is a weird question.
Yep. And I will fill dead air. So, for those of you watching, thank you for joining us. I'm sure a lot of you were expecting to see Cornelius Rivetbottom, and fear not, he will make an appearance on the next game of Daggerheart. But for this one, like I said, we just really wanted to go through this quick start and not only use it as a teaching, move, but our two players on this side of the table have no experience with this game, and we wanted to get a real firsthand experience of what this is like, and we're gonna get their opinions and stuff, talk about that on the podcast too, because I think it's wild, the extents they went through for this quick start. Is it good wild? Is it bad wild? I don't know. We'll see. We shall see. So the little box up top though, fill that out too. Yep.
Oh.
Oh.
That's actually what I was referencing.
Oh, I thought we were talking about connections.
No,
Never mind.
not connections. You can do those if
We
you
just
want.
wanted to connect.
If you're already connected, that's fine.
We're so
The
connected.
background the background is what matters the most, because you're
Okay.
all going to tell me your background and then use that to fill out the connections. Because someone might say something that might change how you would have done your connections. Right now, we're going about your background. So you have a question right above that?
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to think here.
So this right here, Corey, is what I'm actually asking you to fill out. Corey, right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the sablewood?
The Sablewood,
Yeah.
that is the area that you are going to for this adventure.
This is a weird question.
What's your question? Please tell the audience in the microphone.
Do I have to tell the
Alright.
audience in the microphone?
I mean, otherwise they won't know what the
You
question
wanna-
was. All right,
What
you're gonna read it
hybrid
into the mic, so-
animal
Oh.
have you been hunting for years that you're hoping to see while you're in the Sablewood?
I don't know. It's up to you to decide. It could be a fox squirrel.
We're gonna make
It could be
something
an
funky
alligator.
up. What?
Yeah.
No.
Just take two
certainly
animals,
not.
mash them together.
I'm thinking.
It could be a bunny elk. Yep. All right. So, Richard, you already have your background figured out?
Yes.
You want to go ahead and read your question and your answer?
Okay, so my question was, why do you think the King Emrys trusts you more than anyone else to deliver this package?
Why is that?
And it's because of my ever loyal service to the crown.
Okay.
Very
Every low
simple.
server. Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
I've been with the crown, and I've been in service with the crown for a while. So
How
I'm
many
just
years?
trusted. I would say 2 years.
2 years, and you're already like right hand sorcerer.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
showing some strong
Climbing
like,
the ranks.
abilities.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Appreciate your loyalty.
Mhm.
All right. What about you, Corey?
What strange or interesting rumor have you heard about the Sablewood? It's haunted by squirrels.
Haunted by squirrels.
Yeah.
Now, the
Oh.
animals in the Sablewood, this is a big deal here, are all like hybrid animals. All of them. It's like the big like defining feature of
Squirrel
Sablewood.
bears.
Squirrel bears. So it's haunted by squirrel bears.
Yeah.
Terrifying.
Wow.
Tempe, what about yours?
Should I read my question again?
Yes, but about 3 inches closer to the microphone.
What hybrid animal have you been hunting for years that you're hoping to see while you're in the Sablewood? And I have decided a deer hawk.
A deer hawk. So we got the squirrel bears.
thought it was gonna be a
and the
squirrel
deer
bear.
Hawk. So did I. I was waiting on squirrel bear. Deer hawk. Okay. Let me grab my pencil and make some notes real quick because I underprepared
Underprepared.
to write things down. But that's typical for me.
Like
So-
a bear body with a squirrel head.
Squirrel bears and deer hawks. Deer hawk. I've been looking for you, searching for many years. All right. Now, using that, go ahead and you can talk out loud, similar to how we did with like Alice is Missing and stuff like that. Building these connections with each other. If you've already chosen people for them, that's fine, and you don't have to fill out all 3 if you don't want to, but it does help. It. So Richard, you've already filled out your 3.
Yeah, I
for
already
example.
filled out mine.
So you want to go ahead and go
Because
through yours?
I did that first because I misunderstood the assignment. So I am building this team. I was tasked with building this team. So I chose people that I know previously.
Okay.
So in some capacity of some form. The first one is actually there's 2 questions on here. There's a first question and a third question.
Mhm.
They are related to each other.
Okay.
In
Oh.
my going here. The first one is I trust you with my life, and then I owe you a favor.
Oh.
So the reason for this, those are both the same person, and this is Barnacle.
Okay.
I normally would not choose a rogue for this escort mission,
Right.
just because of trust issues
Mhm.
generally around people of shady communities. And I normally wouldn't, but Barnacle actually saved my life during a encounter in, let's say, an inn. Somebody was attempting to kidnap me because I work so close with the crown. And Barnacle was feeling, I guess, generous that evening, saw them coming at me, and was able to stop them before they could take me.
Nice.
So this was the I trust you with my life, and I owe you a favor because you stopped me from being taken by these people out of the goodness of your heart. And the other one is I once considered you close, and we'll go with Varian on this one. So I once considered you close.
Oh.
Before I worked with the crown. I probably did some odd jobs with you around town and stuff like that. We met at a probably a lodge, a hunting lodge of some sort, and we kind of crossed paths and did a couple of odd jobs here and then. But it's been a while since I've seen you, but I know your capacity, and I think you're right for the job. And that's why I sought you 2 out.
All right then.
Is that good enough for you, GM?
Yeah, that works for me.
Ooh.
Who? Let's go next.
My first one is I'd follow you anywhere. And I picked Marlowe.
Okay.
And then we get in too much trouble and I'm intimidated by you is Varian.
Why would you? Why do you feel that way for both these characters?
I'm just a little wee froggy and Varian's a little big.
A little big,
Little big.
little big boy.
He's a big boy, but he's fun.
And what about
It's a
Marlowe's?
fun time. Marlowe is insightful and smart, so I would
Yeah.
follow them.
Okay. Fair enough. What about you?
Tad bit similar with 2 of mine being to Marlo, being I want to be more like you, and I'm worried that you're better than me.
Wanna be like you. Doo-doo-doo.
And then for you, Barnacle, chosen that we tell each other everything.
Oh, that's
Aw.
naive.
And if you're intimidated by my size.
Yeah. Your hugs are a little too tight.
Aw,
A little squishy.
squishy little frog.
Oh.
Just a little squishy frog. All right. Now, here's where we're going to get into what I find most interesting about this quick start. I'm going to be speaking a lot, and it's going to be a lot of canned messages. This quick start includes, it's entirely designed for you to open up the box. I assume when they sell this one day, and just get everybody some dice and pencils and just start playing. It runs everyone through everything, and that includes the GM. So I'm going to basically run this as if I have no idea about Daggerheart, other than what it's showing me here. So let's begin with the first text bubble. We're going to quickly cover the basics of what you need to know when you start playing. First off, Daggerheart is a collaborative, narrative-focused role-playing game. That means we'll all be working together to tell a story using the mechanics of the game as our foundation. You will each make choices for your characters during the adventure, and I will describe the rest of the world reacting to them. Sometimes I might ask you a question, what your character knows about a place or has heard about a person. I'll do my best to integrate your answers into the story we're telling so that we're building this world together. Okay, let's turn to your character sheet. You'll find an additional page underneath that we call the Character Sheet Explainer. Do me a favor and slide it to the left until the arrows are pointing to the left side of your character sheet. Yep, just like Richard's got and Tempe's got. I wanna be like you. I'm gonna get copyright because I keep singing songs that are copywriting. All right. I have one as well as an example. So I'm gonna start off and we're gonna read through these together. I'll read the first one and then we'll go to Richard, then Corey, then Tempe. So first arrow, like I said, you're gonna want this to line up side to side. This section donates your class. Each class is made up of 2 domains. The one I have, for example, which is for Marlo, this one is Midnight and Grace. You'll choose the majority of your abilities and spells from these domains. Quick starts, you're not going to have to choose anything, but going forward, when you make characters, that would matter a lot. Rich, you want to read the next one?
The next one is your evasion. Represents your ability to not be hit by an attack. Yours is 9. The GM will roll against this number when seeing if an adversary hits you. If you do get hit, you'll be able to mark armor slots to reduce the incoming damage by your armor score. Your armor score is 4.
You know, I just realized
What?
they gave me 2 sheets in a row. This is the quick start, and it gives me a sheet which is Marlowe's, but it gives me a character sheet thingy that is for Barnacle.
Oh, okay.
So like my numbers, it's like
Are
your evasion's
different.
12,
Yeah.
and I realized that I read Midnight and Grace because that's what it told me to read, but Marlowe's are actually Arcana and Midnight.
Yeah, I'm Arcana.
So that's why it's
Midnight.
funky.
Yeah.
Okay. Corey, you want to read the next one?
The 3 boxes on top are your damage thresholds. Whenever you take damage, compare it to the numbers here. For you, the incoming damage is 1 through 6. It is minor damage, and you mark 1 hit point. If it's between 7 to 13, it is major damage, and you mark 2 hit points. If it is 14 plus, it is severe damage, and you mark 3 hit points. If you should ever need to mark stress and you can't mark a hit point, if you ever mark your last hit point, you must make a death move.
Yep. So this is a big difference versus like D&D and stuff like that. And I actually mentioned this earlier. When he mentioned evasion, that is basically your AC if you're coming from like Dungeons and Dragons. Same here, where if I'm telling you like, hey, I hit you with this attack, it does 7 damage to you. You're not taking 7 hit point damage because you don't have, in some cases, 7 hit points to lose. You're looking at that damage threshold, and for like everyone, what would 7 look on that damage threshold line? Where would 7 be for you? For you,
Yeah.
that would be a major, right?
For me, it's a major damage.
Right.
Yep.
For you, it would also be major because it hits yours exactly. And what is your
Same.
7?
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
So for everyone, that would be a major damage. That would mark 2 hit points of
Hmm.
damage. See how that works? And then if we'll get to it, but armor works where you use an armor slot and you can actually negate the damage to drop it in threshold. So if the armor slot would drop it from 7 to, I don't know, 5, then you'd be in your minor and you'd only take 1 hit point. It'll make a lot more sense when we actually get into it, but it's really simple. Basically, the most damage you'll ever take in this game is 4, and that's because I'm a jerk and I use an optional rule. Otherwise, it would be 3. But you're taking 1, 2, or 3 damage most of the time. All right, Tempe, you want to read the next one?
Mm-hmm. This is where you record your hope. You may spend hope to use an experience or help an ally. When you help an ally, you explain how you're aiding them and roll your hope die. They can choose between their hope die and yours. You start with 2 hope marked.
Okay. And that brings me to me. Experience represents the particular specializations your character has. These are narrative tags that you create to reflect what your character is skilled in. When they apply to the scene, you can spend hope before the action roll to add the value as a modifier. You will earn more of these throughout the campaign, but you start with this character, for example, which would be Barnacles, starts with "They don't see me coming" and "Strike a deal." What is everyone's experiences? So Barnacle has those. What do you have, Marlo?
Mine is Royal Mage and Not on My Watch.
Okay. And what experiences do you have, Tempe?
Mine is Deadly Aim and Nature's Friend.
Nice. All right, Richie, you got the next one?
All right, the next slot is Gold. This is where you keep track of your gold during a campaign. If you should mark your 10th handful, you instead mark a bag and erase all of your handfuls. If you should mark your 10th bag, you instead mark a chest. You start with 1 handful of gold marked.
Yep. So everyone can actually go ahead and mark 1 handful. And then after you mark your handful, Cordy, you want to read the last one there?
Every class starts with a unique class feature that sets them apart from the other classes. Make sure to read through them before you begin playing.
Okay. Does anyone have any questions about the left side of your character sheet specifically?
Nope.
All the things we went over so far.
I'm good.
Okay. Anything, Corey?
Do we mark 2 hope?
So yeah, you can go ahead and so for hope, instead of marking it, you can actually take 2 of your hope tokens and you can put them on your character sheet. Or you can mark it if you'd prefer. But we got these fancy colored crystals, so it's up to you. Just know that those are your active hope. All right. Now everyone's got that. We're gonna go ahead to the right side. Tempe, start with you.
Paper.
Wanna be like you, do 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 do. I don't know what song stuck in my head. Do 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 do.
This section gives you a place to record your name, pronouns, and heritage, the combination of your community and ancestry, and subclass. There is also a space to record your level.
All right. This area here contains your 6 character traits. These are what you will use as your primary modifiers on action rolls. They have descriptions beneath each to remind you how to use them.
You want me to go?
Mhm.
This section is for active weapons, along with a name. Weapons have an associated trait that you will roll when using them for an attack. They also have a range. The GM will tell you what the range a target is in. Damage dice are what kind of dice you're rolling when you make a successful attack, and type is either physical or magic.
Mhm.
Proficiency tells you how many damage dice you roll. The feature on the weapon gives you any special ability or requirement that it has. Weapons are either one-handed or two-handed. You'll see the appropriate amount of hands already filled in for the weapon that you've taken. Marlowe carries a dual staff that deals 1d6 plus 3 magic damage to any adversaries you succeed against.
Cool. Corey, the next one.
This is the section for your active armor along with a name. Armor has a base score that will contribute towards your armor score. The feature on armor gives you any special ability or requirement it has.
All right, Tempe.
Inventory is where you will store all your items and consumables. Your potion is a consumable, so if you use it, make sure to cross it out here.
Yep, and
Which I
everyone
have
should
one.
have started with an potion, right? Last year.
I don't got no potion.
You don't have a potion? What do you start with?
Nothing.
You don't have anything in your inventory?
Oh wait, we have a stamina potion. Never
There we
mind.
go.
Yep.
I was looking in the
I'm
wrong
looking
place.
at it.
Hey,
That's what the arrows are for.
Read it. I picked it up. I couldn't see the arrow anymore.
Last over here, if you're following the arrow and your paper is in the right place, it says, this is where you would store any weapons that you would carry, but not have active. This, while in your inventory, features from these weapons are not usable or applicable. So basically, it's just your backpack. All right. So that's that. Any questions pretty much about your entire character sheet? Big things here are your evasion at the top left. So if I'm like, does this hit? That's the number you're looking for. Next to that, you have your armor. If you do take damage and you would like to mark one of those 6 armor slots to negate some damage, that's what those slots next to the armor score are for. And for every slot you mark, you take off that number. Underneath that, you've got your HP, your number of HP, and then you have your like minor, major, and severe thresholds, and you also have a stress marker. Stress does matter. There are certain abilities that you activate using stress, and there's things that will happen to you that cause stress. Now, when your stress is full, anytime you would take a stress, you mark off a hit point. So you never want your stress to be full. Managing stress is important, both in game and real life. Mental health breaks are important, y'all. Games like Daggerheart can help with that. Other than that, the experiences is kind of a funky one. That is just to clarify. So, like Royal Mage, right? If Richard were to come into a scenario where he was like, "Oh, I have to talk my way and with some guards into being led in here, and it's for the king." I can convince them that I should be here because I'm a royal mage, and then he could spend a hope and add +2 to his roll. So that's where the experiences will come into play. Other than that, if you make any attacks, you're gonna be looking for your weapons or your domain cards and stuff, which we'll get into shortly. So that's the character sheet. Back to the pre-written words. Now that we've looked at our character sheets, let's talk about how we roll some dice in Daggerheart. I'll give you the basics, and we'll learn more as we go. First, grab your 2d12 called your duality dice. Everybody's got their 2 dice of high contrast colors, and everyone knows what is their fear and hope dice, correct? Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Don't change it on the fly. The internet will come for us. Richard, what are you doing?
Dropping my dice. It's fine. It's fine.
Never drop your dice. Decide which hope represents hope and which represents fear. You ready to do this? When you have your character do something in the story that is dangerous or could result in consequences, I'll probably ask you to make an action roll. You'll roll both of those d12 dice and add the applicable character trait to the result. I'll usually tell you which one it is, but sometimes I might ask you. If you want to, you may use some of the tokens you have to represent the modifier for a roll. Example. Let's say you're making an agility roll and you have a +2 to that trait. You take 2 tokens in your hand and roll them along with the dice. Then you'll count up everything and tell me the result, along with which die rolled higher. For example, if you rolled a 6 on the hope die and a 10 on the fear die, that would be a 16, plus the 2 tokens you rolled, bringing the total to 18. Because the fear die rolled higher, you tell me that you got an 18 with fear. If you roll with hope, you mark a hope on your sheet. If you roll with fear, I can make a move. This means I might impact the narrative flow or take a fear token to use later. I start the game with 2 fear, just as you all started with 2 hope. It specifically tells me to grab 2 to illustrate this. I'm doing my part. Sometimes you might have an experience that applies to a roll. Maybe you have expert climber and are attempting to scale a wall, or eagle eye, and you're trying to spot tracks in the dirt. You can spend a hope before the roll and describe how that experience helps, and add its value to your roll. Lastly, let's talk about spellcast rolls. These are action rolls using your spellcast trait, which will be on your subclass's foundation card if you are a spellcaster. For example, Marlowe's spellcast trait is Instinct. Whew! All right, we've talked about how dice roll. Let's talk about what they do in the story. Usually, I'll set a difficulty for the roll based on the situation, like 6, or 14, or 25, and your goal is to meet or beat that number. If an ability or spell has a number on it, like spellcast roll and then in little brackets 13, that's the difficulty of the roll. If you succeed, you get what you wanted. If you don't, you fail, and something new happens in the story because of it. Hope and fear also play a part in this. If you succeed with hope, that means you accomplish your goal and all is well. You can continue to pass the scene around the table and the other players as you'd like. A success with fear means you do it, but there is a consequence or complication. So I can make what I want to call a GM move. This just means I'll change the story in some way. You might have to mark a stress, bad guys might attack, the environment might change, and I might gain a fear on a roll with fear. You never know. Or something else entirely. Make it up as we go. The move I make won't undermine your success. You will still get what you wanted, but it means I'll continue to push the storytelling forward in an exciting way. If you roll a failure with hope, you don't get what you wanted, but things, don't go as badly as they could have. I'll make a move that matches the narrative, and then I'll turn things back to the rest of the table. If you roll a failure with fear, the situation goes very badly. I'll make a move that raises the stakes to highlight the consequences. Yeah. Saving the best for last, if you ever roll 2 of the same number, no matter what the number is, that includes 1 all the way to 12, matching numbers are a big deal. That is a critical success in Daggerheart. AKA a natural 20 for D&D is 2 1s in this game. You just want matching numbers all the time. That's great. You get what you wanted and a little extra. You get to mark a hope, and you can also clear a stress if you have one. If it's an attack, you get to add the maximum damage your dice could roll as a modifier to your damage roll. If you deal normally 1d8 plus 4, you'd add 8 to your roll because 8 would have been the max on the dice. So you'd still roll 1d8 plus 4 plus that 8. Crits are good. And no surprise to anyone. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Finally, we're going to talk about combat. When you want to attack, you'll ask me if it's within range of your weapon. If it is, you can make an action roll with that weapon using the trait it calls for. This is called an attack roll. If you succeed against the target, you'll then make a damage roll. Look at the damage dice section of your weapon and roll what it says. Then tell me the total and whether the damage is physical or magic. That does matter. When a fight breaks out, I'll usually place this action tracker, this thing right here, on the table. And whenever you make an action roll or activate one of your features that says use an action, you take a token and place it on the tracker. I will grab tokens for that. Actually, you guys have extras. You can just use yours.
Cool.
You aren't limited in how many tokens you can put on. So if you ever need more, feel free to grab them. So if you run out, I've got more. Then, when any player rolls a failure or with fear, I can use my GM move to spend as many of those tokens as I want to use to activate enemies. We'll see it all in action soon, but for now, let's take a short break before we play. And by short break, I mean, does anyone have any questions?
No, I don't have anything yet.
Nope. I think we're all good.
Corey, anything?
No.
Okay. All right. All right. That's just telling me things. This is telling me things. All right. Is everyone ready to begin?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Oh, actually, I'm surprised it doesn't run you through your cards, like your community cards and everything else. It runs you through the character sheet.
Yeah. I've
But
just been
it's-
silently reading mine in the background every
Yeah.
time I get a second
That's
just to know
interesting.
what
So
I
if you guys
do.
want to take a second to go ahead and read through your background, which is your community, things about your ancestry, because you do have a couple of abilities from your ancestry.
Mm.
I'm wondering if it's more of because they're trying not to overload new players.
Yeah.
But it's intrinsic part of your character sheet, so I feel like they should focus on it a little bit more. But this is me getting into the review during the gameplay. So I guess I'll save this for next episode.
Yeah. I think the thing that would probably help the most here would be the pointing out that the bottom of that sheet is
Our
the
abilities?
Yeah,
Yes.
those are your spells and your abilities.
Yeah.
So those are the things that you actively can do other than just attacking with your weapon versus the
Mhm.
stuff that's on the top is more just about you as a character and some extra stuff.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah.
Because your character sheet is this is your weapon. You can use this to attack. But in some situations, depending on your character, you also have attacks as your domain cards, as your abilities. So make sure you read those two that are important. Or like ribbits have tongues they can use.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that's right. Yeah, under your
like different-
your ancestry.
Yeah, different ancestries have different abilities too.
What's your present score?
So if you look on your character sheet, one of your abilities up here
is present.
is presence.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't have a very good presence. I don't think I'm very present.
Presence is important.
I'm
So that's
present. I
bad.
got a +1.
I got a -1.
Oh, that's not good. Well, just don't plan on like, talking to anybody.
Aw, man.
It'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it does say underneath each one of the skills what they're good at.
Yes.
So
kind of like
yeah, your agility is your sprint, leap,
so
maneuver.
agility, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of them, make sense for the most part.
Not quite charming.
All right. So, let's begin. This evening, your party has finally made it to the Sablewood, a sprawling forest of colossal trees, some say are even older than the forgotten gods themselves. It's a place renowned for two things: its sunken pathways that provide the trade routes for many traveling merchants, and its unique hybrid animals, like the squirrel bears. Even now, from within your carriage, you can hear strange sounds: the bird's call of the lark moths, the croak of the lemur toads, the skittering of a family of fox bats in the underbrush. One of you is driving the carriage. Who is it?
It's me.
It's you? Perfect. Barnacle, do me a favor. You've noticed something unique about the look of the trees here in Sablewood. What is it?
They have eyes.
The trees have eyes.
Mhm.
This is the weirdest forest ever.
It's scary here.
They're looking at me.
So, traveling through this forest, it's hard to tell whether the trees have actual humanoid eyes that are watching your every movement, or if it's just strange shapes that like give you this like perception of always being watched. And you're starting to lean more towards the first, but it seems to be creeping you out a bit. But you know the mission and you carry on. As your steed pulls the carriage around a tight corner, one wheel coming off the ground just for a moment, you see an overturned merchant's car laying sideways across the path before you, blocking your way. A scattering of fruits and vegetables litter the trail. From around the side of the carriage steps a Strix wolf, a large creature with the body of a wolf and the face of an owl, large wings adorning its back. It finishes chewing its meal, the hand of a dead merchant, as it stares at you, curious, trying to judge whether you're friend or foe. Then you see, just clumsily behind, two small pups watching their mother cautiously. From within, the rest of you feel the carriage come to a stop. What would you like to do?
I'll reach back and bang on the inside of the carriage.
Mhm.
And Barnacle, why have we stopped? And then dunk, 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 dunk.
We can't really go any farther currently.
Mm.
And why is that?
Something's in the way.
Okay, I guess we should take a look. I'm gonna open up the door and let Varian out first.
I'm peeking out. I'm not gonna step out of it. I'm gonna peek though.
You peek out and you see this large winged wolf with this owl head, and it's just like looking at you.
Little babies though.
Oh my
I'm,
God.
gonna, I'm
Up
getting
their
back in the
giant,
carriage.
oversized eyes. You
Nope.
getting back in?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Maybe you
Go on.
just don't move.
Is there an issue?
Maybe.
We have to let it pass.
Can I get out and look and see like what the situation is?
You get out and you see this cart is completely blocking the path. There's no way around
There's
it.
no way around it at all.
And eating from the cart is this Strix wolf. And it seems to be positioning itself slightly in front of its cubs.
What if we can have the babies?
about the mom?
Varian, come out here with me and let's see if we can shoo this on its way.
Fine, I guess. I'll also get out of the carriage then.
Okay. And you
So
approach.
yeah, I guess I want you to help kind of like flank out a little bit and see if we can like scare them,
Okay.
like shoo them away.
Okay.
I'm a big scary kitty.
So, the Strix Wolf is wary of your movement, and let's make our first roll to see how she reacts. This will be using your presence trait, so grab your duality dice and roll them. Then add your presence. So one of you, whoever's leading this, go ahead and do that. You can also spend a hope before the roll to add an experience if it applies. Then tell me the total and which die is higher.
My experiences don't really apply to this.
Would you like to
so
spend a hope to help?
No, I don't think I will.
I'm just gonna roll flat. I'm not gonna spend any
Okay.
hope on this.
Whoa.
That is a 19 with fear.
A 19 with fear. All right. So, it seems like she's taking like her wings, pulling them out a little bit and trying to like guard between like you and her pups. And then I'm going to go ahead and take a fear token for that. I'm not going to make a GM move. Well, I guess that is a GM move, but I'm not going to do anything funky yet. I'm taking that token. This will come back later to haunt you. What's up?
I forgot to add my presence on that. That's a 20 with fear.
Even better. Doesn't change anything,
I know,
but it's a better number.
but it's a better number.
So, the mother starts to hoot and howl as if calling to another Strix wolf among the trees. And you get the feeling you might not be alone for long. But she's trying to slowly back up with her wings spread between you, trying to put some distance between you guys and her pups. So she's leaving your area while never leaving like eyesight of you. And she's calling for help.
Okay. I want to. I'm gonna cast Minor Illusion.
Okay. You want to walk us through how that works for you?
So I have a class feature that is roll with a spellcast of 10.
Okay.
On a success, you create a minor illusion no larger than yourself within close range that is convincing to anyone in far range or further.
Mhm.
So I want to do a minor illusion of I would say, basically of Varian,
Oh,
but
so
my
a second,
size.
Me?
a second variant.
a second Varian.
Okay.
Oh my
that's
God.
next to me basically, because I want to bolster the look of us
Mhm.
to seem like we're outnumbering.
Okay. Yeah,
Does that make sense?
absolutely. And go ahead.
Okay, so this is just a spell cast of 10. My spell casting is my instinct.
2 kitties.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that is a 7, 8, 9 total.
Unfortunately,
hope.
just shy.
Okay, so
With hope. So you do take a hope token.
So I do take a hope token,
Yep,
but
you
I'm
get a hope.
assuming that my illusion just doesn't come out. Is it just like a fizzle?
Right. So you go and you what does it look like when you're trying to make this? And I'll show you what happens.
So I'll basically just take my staff and I put it in the ground, and I'll take out my left hand and
Mhm.
I start to like gesture
Mhm.
to like make some hand movements.
Yeah.
For casting.
And you do so, and you're trying to capture, the look of Varian. And as you do so, you're staring at this pup, and you've got this like you understand like she's trying to protect her young, and you do create like a little Varian, but we look over at it, and it almost looks like that terrible drawing of Sanic. It's just a horrible rendition of Varian, and it's not quite what I would call convincing.
Okay.
And it's there though. You did it. Just not the desired effect.
Okay.
So you see this happen. You see they're starting to walk away. Is there but you are getting some distance. You overall, I would think, especially from your advantage point, you could see they're actually pushed back a little farther beyond the cart now. Barnacle, and they are moving away from you. So it's probably okay to like move forward a bit, but this cart is still blocking your way. Is there anything three of you would like to do?
Can I try and move the cart out of the way?
You guys want to move the cart?
Yeah.
Okay.
Search the cart first.
I'm afraid I'm not very strong.
Do you want
so
to
I
search
won't
the
be
cart
much
before
help.
moving it, or do you just want to move it first?
I want to look at it. Yeah.
Okay. So if you search the cart,
Look at everything.
it seems to be stripped of all of its valuables, and you do find a dead driver. Seems like a older human male, balding, white beard. He was wearing plate armor, but his hand has been ripped off. It seems to be the one that was being eaten by this Strix wolf. It's been totally picked over by this Strix wolf for food. And there is one big thing that sticks out to you, though. This driver's neck was slit.
Mm.
All right.
Okay, then.
All right. Let's move it.
Go ahead and do me a favor, really quick.
Yeah.
Make me a instinct roll, please. It's gonna be a difficulty 14.
Both of them?
Yes, every time I ask for a roll like this, you go roll both your dice. And then tell me if it's with fear or with hope.
18 with fear.
18 with fear. So I am going to grab another fear token. But you do succeed. So, Barnacle, as you notice this throat was slit, you hear the sounds of a branch snapping and turn to see 4 thistlefolk sneaking through the underbrush, attempting to get the jump on your party. The overturned cart was a distraction, and their plan didn't work. I'm taking out the action tracker, and we're gonna set up a map.
Oh, God.
So we're gonna put this right here, and then I'm gonna look for this stuff. Force train. There we go. Okay,
I just wanted a puppy.
so we don't
An
need
owl
the Strix.
puppy.
Yeah, a little owl puppy.
Richard, I'm gonna hand you a couple things to fold and place
Little squirrel
places.
bear.
Wherever I
Well,
want.
for now.
in my head, it's like a bear with a squirrel head.
Just a squirrel head. That's
Oh,
the
my
only
goodness.
part
Yeah.
that's
Yep.
squirrel.
And the tail.
Oh.
Yeah.
Big bushy tail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big,
But bear
the
size.
biggest, bushiest.
It's kind of spooky.
And tiny little head. Teeny tiny.
All right. I'm gonna fold some of these up and place
Forest
them out there too.
terrain.
I shall fold.
Forest terrain.
My origami skills are coming back.
We are building a battle map right
Is that a
now.
Tree?
There's another froggy.
The truffle of trees.
And then here. All right. So where'd you put the overturned carriage?
Right in the middle.
So here's your guys's.
Oh wait, no, that's the Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's
So
us.
here's
Tree
you.
has
Okay.
eyes.
And then you guys place your characters right like here-ish.
It's true.
It's
And you were still on the cart. Oh no, you were searching. So you're
Yeah,
actually probably
she-
the closest.
Yeah, you came up here
Yep.
to the,
You're all up in
the
there.
cart. Yeah.
I'll
And
look
then-
About to
here.
get
Put
murdered.
those within close range.
Where do you want this other tree at?
Anywhere you want.
Anywhere
it could
I
be
want.
over there.
Okay.
Yep.
Within close range?
Yep.
So like, are they going to be together, the ambushes, or?
Aw, they're
Those will
cute.
be, and then you
They
can
are
have
kinda
this one a
cute.
little bit closer to this side over here.
No gremlins.
All right.
Man.
Gotta get it.
All right. You want to move them in just a little bit more? No, not that one. Sorry, the other 3. Okay. So. Luckily, you saw them coming, which is going to save your butt some extra damage. You stand at the ready, having spotted the Thistlefolk before they could ambush you. You all get to act first, and who wants to start us off?
I guess I saw them.
Yeah. I
So
was going to say, you probably saw him first, right?
So,
is it? We only get one move.
this is the interesting thing about Daggerheart. You take as many actions as you want. Just do one thing at a time. Every time you do an action, you place not one of your hope ones, one of your extra ones, but you place a thing on the action card over here, the action
Okay.
tracker, and that's how many actions I get when it comes to my turn. As
Okay.
long as you guys succeed, it bounces around the table. If you roll with fear or fail, I can choose to take over and use actions on mine. So you could actually even take multiple things in a row. So if you were to, want to set up a thing where you like run really far, take an attack, and then turn around and attack someone else, as long as you succeeded and with hope, you could do it again. Just every action you take is an action token spent. So it's kind of like a free economy thing. Kind of like how all of you decide who goes first. There's no initiative.
How far are they?
Right now, they're within close range, which is equivalent of like 30 feet. If an enemy is within close range, you can move and attack in the same action token for close.
Are there any tree branches above me?
Oh, yes. This whole area of the Sablewood and all of the Sablewood you've entered is heavily wooded above you. So you've got those three, all together within very close range of each other. And then they're all in close range of you. But you could use your domain abilities. You could use your weapon on your character sheet. Whatever you feel like makes the most sense. And if you'd like more time to look it over and think, you could switch to somebody else. Or if you've got something in mind, we can go ahead and...
use my tongue to pull myself up into the tree.
Oh, okay. So we want to go ahead and read how that ability works?
So my long tongue...
What does that tongue do?
You can use your long tongue to grab onto things close to you. You can also mark a stress to unleash it as a finesse close weapon that does d12 physical damage using your proficiency.
Okay.
I just want to lift myself up a little.
Yeah, sure. So are you going to attack while you're up here too? Or are you just... Okay. So you come up and you just going straight up, or you're going like above them?
Kind of like
closer. So good. Move your character in the general area. In fact, you can put yourself on top of that tree. Yeah.
Look at that.
So
Right.
whoop, you
And then,
whoop, pull yourself up in the tree.
Get my dagger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna throw it at the one closest to me's head.
So how many daggers do you have? Just the one?
Just one.
All right. So you're going to throw your one and only dagger at this guy. Go ahead. So you roll your duality dice, and then you add
22.
Is that before adding in the modifier or after the modifier?
Before.
Okay. And what is it with your dagger modifier? So you look at your weapon. It'll be listed. It'll say...
Oh, +1.
So it's +1 for yours?
1d8 +1.
No. So it'll say next to trait and range.
Oh.
And what does the range on your dagger say anyway?
It doesn't say.
Yes, it does. So next to your weapon, it'll have name, trait, and range, and then damage dice.
Yeah, so your range is melee.
Okay,
Finesse
so this
melee.
dagger can't be thrown. So you could jump. You could drop down on them and use it in melee if you'd like.
Can I use my tongue and latch onto him?
So, okay, sure. Do you want to go ahead and you want to use your tongue?
Yeah.
Okay. And it said mark a stress. Is that how it was worded?
Yeah.
All right, walk me through that part again. For the damaging part of this.
To unleash it as a finesse close weapon that does d12 physical damage using your proficiency.
Okay, I'll say you're close enough. So go ahead and mark a stress on your paper. On your stress marker.
Okay.
All right, and then you do so. You can stay where you're at.
Yeah, you're just like tongue lashing
You're
them.
just tongue lashing that one close to you. You mark your stress, and it said a d12, right?
Yeah.
So just roll your 1d12.
3.
And that was 3. It was
5.
Plus anything?
Plus finesse.
Plus finesse. And your finesse is 2?
Yeah.
Okay,
5.
so 5. That, for these guys, is still a minor wound, which is going to deal 1 point of damage to these thistlefolk ambushers.
Okay.
All right. You want to do anything else, or does anyone else want to go?
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I see her do that or him do that, then I know where they are now. You said that the three that are in front of us are at a close range, right?
Yes, everyone's within close
Okay.
range.
So I'm going to use Primal Origin,
Okay.
my subclass feature. I can mark a stress to do any of the following, and one of these is extend the reach of a spell by 1 range.
Oh, nice.
So I mark a stress for that.
Uh-huh.
So that means my Rain of Blades, which was previously a very close,
Is
would
now
now be a
close.
close.
Rad.
So that would put them in range, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
So now I make a spellcast roll against all targets that are enemy targets that are close to me now instead of very close.
So you're gonna hit all 4 enemies.
So, well, they would just be these 3, right? Because that guy is here, or does it? Oh, it goes everywhere.
You said close
It says
range.
close range.
Everyone within range.
Everyone within close range.
So that's all 4.
So that's all 4 of them. So it says make a spellcast roll and all targets that you succeed against. That means I do them individually.
It's 1 roll.
Okay, so it's 1 roll.
Oh, and you
period.
placed action. Oh, make
Oh,
sure
I
you
gotta place an
a
action.
Yep,
yeah.
so do you.
So you do you.
So place an action.
Okay.
Yep.
So I've already done that. So now I'm just making my spellcast roll.
Uh-huh.
And I am
And it's just 1. Yeah.
I am an instinct. So this is a +2.
Nice.
So that is a 9 on the hope and a 6 on the fear. So that's 15, and then that's 16, 17 total.
It was a 9 on the hope.
Yeah, with hope. Right?
Okay, so you gain a hope.
Okay, so I gain
On
a
yours
hope.
earlier, was your hope or fear dice higher when you did your tongue lashing?
Fear.
Fear was higher, so I gain a fear token for that.
So I
we
gained a
wouldn't
hope
have
for
even
that.
gone to you. I'm gonna let it slide. I'll just take a fear token
I
instead.
think. Well, yeah.
I'll just take a fear token.
Oh, okay. That cost me 2 hope
That
To
cost
cast
you
Rain
2
of
hope to
Blade.
cast. So
Yeah.
there's all your hope.
to cast Rain of Blade.
Okay. And it was a 17 though.
So that was a 17.
That hits everybody.
Okay. So now it is 1d8 magic damage using my proficiency. None of them are vulnerable, right? Okay, so it's just
No,
1d8.
no one's vulnerable right now.
All right, where's my proficiency on here?
Your proficiency should be, I think it's 1.
It's just going
at
to be
this
1
level,
right now, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so I rolled a 1.
Your
However,
your proficiency is under active weapons.
it's under active weapons.
It's 1 though.
Oh yeah, it is. It's only
Yep.
a 1. Okay, so I rolled a 1.
Okay.
However, it doesn't say that I can't use Primal Origin more than once.
Oh, it's just because you're
And
you're
I
using
have
stress.
another ability on here to burn a stress to re-roll a damage die.
Let me see your paper.
Oh my god.
That's awesome. If so, if you could just
But it would cost me another stress.
yeah, I'll just make sure it's not another action.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, is an ability.
So this is after you cast a spell or use a weapon that deals magic damage, you may mark a stress to do any of the following.
Mhm.
So the range extension would have actually happened after the spell.
After a spell technically goes off, yeah. That doesn't matter though, right?
I don't think you can quadruple up,
Yeah, okay.
like double, triple, stuff like that. I think it's 1.
Okay, so then it would just be 2 damage.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong.
It would be 2
Yeah, well-
damage then.
Okay. So 2 damage, but to all 4. Right?
Yes, to all 4.
So you're going to love this. All 4 of them have a minor of 1.
Ooh.
So everybody takes a hit point. All right. Want to describe how this looks?
So yeah, basically I will I'll step forward when I see them and I take my staff out and I hold it like horizontally out in front of me.
Yeah.
And then kind of like raise it up and all of a sudden just daggers fall from the tree canopy.
Just totally
Ethereal
through the
daggers,
branches and stuff.
start
Just
falling through the
out of
tree
nowhere.
canopy on top of their heads.
Dodging your cart, dodging all of you, and just running into these thistle folk assailants. Rad. All right. Does anyone else want to go?
I do have something that I would like to do.
What is that?
I'm gonna do something a little bit similar to Corn. I want to jump up on top of our little cart.
Okay.
I want to go up there.
All right. So you're putting yourself a little farther out of range. So instead of close, now you're in far range.
Yes. I want to do my spell, Vicious Entangle.
How does that work?
It is spellcast roll against a target within far range.
Okay. Let's have it. Who's your target?
The middle one.
Okay. Let's see it.
In my
Ooh, fear. Perfect.
It's a 16.
16 with fear. All right. 16 with fear.
Mhm.
So 16 will hit.
Okay.
What happens next?
I'm also going to spend a hope for this.
Okay.
So, roots and vines reach out from the ground and temporarily restrain them, dealing 1d8 of physical damage.
1d8 to that middle one?
Yep.
All right. Let's see the damage. Physical damage. Okay.
Wow.
1.
It's a 1.
And that was the middle one? All right.
Yes. And so the other two are temporarily restrained
So
by
all
the vines.
Are all 3 of them restrained or just the 2 on the around the middle one?
I think it's just the ones that are close to it.
So this one is like smacked and whipped and stuff and injured, and the 2 next to him are restrained?
Yeah.
Okay.
With
Temporarily
vines.
restrained. Okay. That's bad for me. Okay. Did you already give me an action token for that?
Did not.
Okay. Were you going to say something, Corey?
Close enough.
Corey, do you have a question?
No. Keep
Okay.
going.
So, since that was with fear, I am going to choose. I'm at 3. That's it? I expected more.
If you want, I can hand them to you.
No, you're good. Because I'm gonna basically pull them to you guys. I'm gonna spend a fear, and I'm gonna add 2 tokens to the action tracker. And now I'm going to start taking actions.
Red.
First, I am going to crap. The one off to the side over here, this special little boy, is going to come in closer because she seems more concerned about the cart than anything else. Gonna run up here and get in melee with you, Marlo. And she is going to attempt to clear you away from the cart. So, I'm going to spend another fear token. And she's going to build up this like you're gonna see this vial, like this glass vial on her like a necklace start to glow, and she's gonna grab it and she's gonna shatter it in her hand. And when she does, this dark green energy is gonna around her. And you potentially, how many people are within melee range of me?
Just me.
Just you. Perfect.
Just me.
So that is a 13 plus 3, 16 to hit.
A 16 to hit.
Yeah, 16
My
hit your evasion.
is only a 9.
Okay, so 16 will hit. And then she's going to deal 3d8 magic damage.
Hirelings to me.
Oh,
We
God,
all ran
math.
away from you.
You can do
She's
it.
going to deal 14 points of magic damage. What does that look like?
Okay, so my base armor is 4,
Okay.
right? And then I'm does that include my wearing armor, my active armor?
It's already
That's
applied. Yep.
calculated. Okay.
Mhm.
How much did you say it was?
14.
14.
Where does that put you on your thresholds?
That is severe damage,
Okay.
which
So-
is not good.
So are you going to use some armor slots?
Yes, we're
Okay.
gonna have to. If I use, you said it was 14?
14.
So if I use 1, that takes me into major,
Uh-huh.
because that takes it down to 10. If I use another one, that takes it down to 6, but I'm still in major.
Right. So you'd have to
I
use
would have
3.
to use 3 of my available 6 to make this a minor.
So what's more precious? Half your armor slots or that health?
I don't know how this game works, so I don't know. But I'm going. Health feels precious.
I mean, health's usually pretty precious.
So I'm going to mark 3 armor.
Okay. And you're going to drop this into a minor?
And I'm going to drop this into the minor, so I only take 1
So
hit
you take
point.
1 hit point. Okay. You also are pushed backwards this direction into far range
Oh my!
as you are flown through the trees and bush over to here.
Okay.
Are you
Goodbye.
still going?
Yes.
Okay.
I still have actions. So the 2 that are restrained are going to each use an action to take out their blades, and they're going to cut away at the vines restraining them, so they're no longer restrained.
Aww.
Those are unrestrained, and the one in the middle is going to... Where is... Oh, over there. Okay. The one in the middle is going to attempt to climb up the tree and attack you, Barnacle. So this
The
one
audacity.
Tree's starting to
comes up
stress.
and is going
It's a really
to
tiny
take
tree.
a swipe at you.
2 frogs in a tree.
Ooh, that is a 19 plus 1, dirty 20.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, so 20 hits, and then they're gonna do 2d8 1. So you take 9 points of physical damage, or is that on your threshold?
That's major.
So it's major. Do you want to use any armor slots, or do you want to take the 2 points of damage to your health?
Use an armor slot.
What does that bring it down to? What's your armor?
2.
So a 9 would drop it to 7, so it'd still be major. So you'll have to use 2 armor slots if you want. That drops it down to a minor. Okay, so you take 1 hit point. Okay.
Is it my turn?
As it comes up to you, and it slashes up across you, and it gets a little bit of the cheek into the tongue just a little bit as you're trying to slash around at his buddies.
That feels personal.
It does.
Actually, no, it does go back to your turn because I can only do 1 activation per person, and I've already used them all. So yeah, those 2 action trap tokens still stay there that I can use later. All right, who wants to go next?
I want to use inspirational words
Okay,
for Marlowe.
how's it work?
You can imbue your speech with enhancing power. At the beginning of a session, place a number of tokens on this card equal to your present score. When you recite your words, spend a token and choose an option from the list below to grant the ally you are speaking to. If the action tracker is active, place that token on it. At the end of the session, clear all tokens.
Okay, so you can actually, you said presence?
Yeah, so she would have
Yeah.
had
So the
1.
beginning of the game, you take your presence, and put that on your character on that card, and then you said you're using it right now for Marlowe.
Yeah.
And what does it give me?
You can I can clear a stress, heal a hit point, or gain a hope.
Oh, okay.
So how do you want to do it?
I'm going to.
What's the range on it?
It doesn't say.
Okay.
I'm going to heal a hit point.
All right.
Okay.
So place an action on the action tracker. You heal a hit point. Tell
And
me how this
then
works. What does it look
I
like?
just yell across the forest to Marlowe.
What do you say?
You can do it.
Tongue slash, seeing you fly.
You can
Look
do
at
it.
that!
You can do it.
All right.
And then, can I go again? 'Cause
Sure.
I've still got this friend up in my
Yeah.
business. I'm gonna get my dagger.
Okay.
And I'm gonna try to cut their tongue.
Ooh, it's personal.
My God.
All right. Roll me your duality dice.
12.
Plus, what's your dagger bonus?
1.
So 13 with fear.
Yeah.
All right. So I gain a fear token. Actually. Oh, wait. I don't think I do gain a fear token if
What kind of
I'm-
weapon is your thing?
Is it physical?
Melee.
Okay, so if it's finesse, it's +2, right?
Oh. So it was 14?
Yeah, it would have been 14 because you
14.
rolled 12 with fear.
Okay. You needed a 13, so you got it. What's your damage?
11.
Oh, it's a D12 for the damage?
Oh, wait. No, it's a D8. Hang on.
Okay. Okay.
You're doing
I was shocked. That was a
great.
big
I was like,
dagger.
that's the biggest dagger I've ever seen.
It's because it's a tongue shot. That's why.
Yeah.
1d8 plus 1.
Oh,
6
So 6 is a major for this
to
guy.
the tongue.
How do you want to do this? What's it look like?
Squishy.
They have no mouth now.
What? Yell it into the mic.
Whoa.
So we can all
What?
hear you.
Cutting his
They
lips
have
off?
no mouth now.
So you
Or
take
head, whatever.
you take the top
Oh
of
my
its skull
gosh.
and you just
Like the
straight
Joker,
through, and the
like-
bottom half of the jaw just like completely comes off from the body, and all it's exposed is the tongue,
It's dark.
and it just falls from the tree
All right, Corey.
right next to its
Wow.
companion, Dunzo, Deado. Bleh.
You're very violent.
All right. So instead of taking a fear token, I'm actually going to switch to my turn.
Oh.
With my 3 actions. This one is going to run over here and attack you. It was Darian, right?
Varian.
Varian. There we go.
Close.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It doesn't know very well. It's been listening for a bit, but he got one of the
Aw.
letters wrong. It's going to take a
I'm king of the hill.
swipe at you. It's a +3 to this. It pulls out its long serrated blade.
Ugh.
That is going to be a dirty 20 against your evasion.
Yeah, that hits.
And then it's 3d6 for its damage.
Why?
I rolled very low. So 6. There's no pluses. So it's 6 damage to you. Where's that on your thresholds?
That's minor damage.
Minor. So you take 1 hit point.
I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Do you need me to remove something from the action tracker, or?
Oh, yes, please remove
Okay.
1. Thank you. Because I'm bad at this. And they're like out of sight, out of mind.
Ouch.
I still got 3? Ooh. This one, having its companion fall dead next to it, is going to come up next to you and take a swipe. And it's going to be
No, thank you.
a natural 20.
This is ridiculous.
They have added crit rolls back into this game in the most recent update, and that's great for me.
Boo.
No, it's good.
Boo.
It's good. So that means it's going to do max dice damage, which is 16 plus 2d8 plus 1. So 19,
Oh my god.
26. That's going to be 27 points of damage. What is your what's your severe?
14.
14. Oh, it would have had to been 28 and I would have done massive damage. I was 1 off.
This is rude.
Dang it.
Stop it.
Sorry. So I'm at 27. Can you get that any lower with armor slots, or are you going to be taking major?
My.
Squishy little
Going for that
frog.
frog.
Yeah.
Wait, what can you get it lower? Like, how much lower will it be? Like, is there a point in burning armor? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, like how many armor slots do you have left right now?
Right.
Or
So that means you can lower it by 8. What was the total damage?
27.
27.
So it'll go to 19.
So it'll go to 19, which is
oh
still
no, I'll
in
just
the...
take 3.
Okay, so you take
Yeah.
3 hit points. As this one, furious that you just slain his girlfriend, is gonna run up
Oh.
and he's gonna
my
take
God.
his dagger and pierce it straight into your throat.
Ew.
Oh,
Okay, so that uses an action token. Who's got the blue?
me.
Oh, these are all yours.
We'll just, for in the future, just use mine. I have a little stack over here. That way it'll be easier. You don't have to go back and forth.
I mean, I can't see him anyway.
That's what I mean. That'll just be
Well, I mean,
easier.
if you guys are doing that on your side, it's up to you. All right. So that's this one's activation. The other one is going to doesn't have anything for this. It's going to run over to. You know what? It's going to use its entire move to just run far.
Yeah.
And it's going to get in range with you. That's going to use one of the tokens. There we go. And what do I got left? Just this one attacked you, this one attacked you, that's it. So I'm going to use the last choker, and I'm going to cash it in and gain 2 fear. That's it.
What can you do if somebody's next to you? Like, he's right there next to me. If I, like, move away from him, what would happen?
So I don't have any reactions for them, and I don't think there's, unless I'm entirely misremembering, which is definitely possible, because we're doing all this on the fly. I don't think there's opportunity attacks, unless because I know some of the or one of the classes has that as a feature.
All right.
I don't think everybody has it.
Is this frog over here? Is he within far range?
Yes.
Okay. Did you have something you wanted to do, Steffi?
Perhaps.
Do you want to go, or do you want me to go?
I can go.
Okay, go
I
ahead.
want to know if I'm in melee range of this little vermin right here.
100%.
Yeah?
Melee AF, as the kids say.
I want to use one of my ancestry things.
Okay.
I want to claw him. It's an agility roll to scratch. Okay.
You're scratching him?
Yeah.
All right.
It doesn't do damage, but it
Does it make
makes
him
them vulnerable.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's really good. Ho.
$22 with hope.
22 with hope. That's awesome. So we got 1. Yes, it happens. 2, you gain a hope token.
Yippee!
To get your hope.
Okay.
That's
That's very cool.
What does this look like?
I don't know, scratching them, dude. Across the face.
You just go up, you look, and just
Yeah.
just scratch, and
Cat
she's
scratch.
they're totally like blinded and stuff. Like they can't see. There's like blood pouring across their eyes, and it's like everything's blurry right now,
I love that.
and they're vulnerable. What this means in Daggerheart, when you're vulnerable, it means that you have all enemies have advantage on you as long as you're vulnerable. So, if any of you attack them, it's plus D6.
Oh, okay.
I don't have any other. I feel like I don't have any, like, melee thing I can do.
I say you don't have to go. Someone else can go now.
I mean, I can go.
I guess.
I got
go
something
ahead,
to
go
do.
Ahead, go ahead.
So I'm going to use domain spell Unleash Chaos.
Unleash Chaos.
Yeah. So at the beginning of my session, I put my spellcasting trait modifier on here. So there's 2 on here.
Uh-huh.
I'm going to use both of these.
You're burning them both.
I'm going to burn both of them. So this is make a spellcast roll against a target within far range.
Okay.
So it's just within far range.
Yes.
So that's just like
anyone.
Yep.
It's a whole board basically right now.
Yep. On a success, then I roll D10 equal to the number of tokens that I spent.
It's a 2D10.
And do that much damage to the target.
Nice. So this isn't a roll to hit.
So
it just happens.
I think so. You make you make a spellcast roll against a target within far range.
All right.
Okay. So that's 2. So it would be 2D10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
If you hit.
If I hit.
Right.
I am going to.
And are these expend either way, or is it a roll and then you choose how many to use, or is it you expend them and then you roll? Because that's important.
It specifically says you make a spellcast roll against a target within range and spend any number of tokens to channel raw energy.
Okay.
So I think you do it beforehand, right?
Okay.
You must choose that, I would assume. Is what I'm thinking it is.
Yeah,
that's how I would
it's
interpret
and not
it.
then. So
Yeah.
sure.
It's and not then. So I'm gonna go ahead and spend the
roll
2.
like that for now.
And then my target is going to be the one by Barnacle.
Okay. The one that just did all that damage.
The one that just did all that damage to Barnacle. So I'm going to try and shoot that one.
Okay.
So it is an 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 with fear.
13 with fear. Did you already add an action token?
So I didn't yet,
Okay.
no.
So 13 with fear.
So 13 with fear. I'm going to...
It's podcast.
Yay.
I want to mark a stress
What?
and also hit this one
You can do that?
with my primal origin. So
Oh, it's such a good pairing.
I can hit an additional target within range with any spell that I cast.
That's awesome.
Does it hit them?
What was the total?
13.
13. 13. Crap. 13 hits that one at the distance.
Uh-huh.
And then this one is vulnerable. So you actually roll a d6. Because you would have missed,
Plus 3.
but now you hit.
Okay.
So yeah, they hits both.
Okay.
So roll your
it
damage
hits
once.
Both. So that is 14 damage to both.
14 to both?
Yeah.
Ooh, you just scraped by on severe.
Ah!
So yeah, please describe me how you kill both of these thistlefolk in one blast.
So I see
Damn.
Barnacle get hit, and I see this one running up on Varian, and there's one in front of me, but I just ignore it completely.
Right.
And I'm assuming it's how tall am I? I'm assuming it's shorter than me.
Yes. It's
Yeah.
shorter than you.
So it's shorter than me. So I take my staff and I hold it up and I swing it over its head.
Right.
And
It ducks back a little bit
because
thinking
it
you're
thinks I'm
coming at
trying to hit
Yeah.
it. Yeah, so it looks like I'm trying to hit it, and I swing the staff straight over its head. And as I do, when my staff arc hits like the line of sight for each one of the two that I hit, this just like bolt of purple energy like just streaks out and just slams into them.
Just
So
slams.
just
This one,
two.
this one had just pulled its dagger out of you and just punched out of
Yeah.
like the tree into another tree line, just limp into that tree. This one, blurry from the cat, cat scratches, turns like it's gonna take a swipe at you, and at the last moment, this purple energy is coming towards it, and it looks over, and through blurry, like bloody vision, just completely eviscerated, like clothing all burned up and everything, and just slammed against the tree itself. And they are both dead. They're unalived.
Nice.
Yeah, and that wouldn't have hit if it wasn't for your vulnerable.
Hey,
So
So there's one left.
teamwork, dreamwork, yes. And there's one left, and it is on Marlowe.
that was a roll with fear though.
Yes. So that one is going to take. How many actions do I have? Is this the one you just added?
So that's the one that I just
All right,
added.
It's
right?
going to activate, and it's going to take a ambush reaction. Crap! It
Shouldn't
doesn't
there
use
be
that.
one on there for me?
Oh yeah,
Yep.
her cat scratch. Yeah,
Yep.
so there's two on there.
Mhm.
All right. Well, I can only use one activation per person anyway, so one of those I'm going to turn into a fear token. So you just take off, and I'm going to just gain 2 fear. Okay. I think I'm actually maxed on fear now.
So much fear.
And then
Don't
I'm
like
going
that.
to take swipe at you because you just killed its friends. No. Wait, well, I forgot. I don't know what your evasion
I'm a
is.
squishy caster.
Yeah. Does a 6 hit?
No,
Dang
I'm not
it.
that squishy. My evasion is a 9.
Dang it. Okay. Yeah, you guys.
Can I use my shadow stepping?
Oh, how does this work?
Ooh.
Okay, you can move from shadow to shadow when you step into the shadow cast by another creature or object, or into an area of darkness. Mark a stress to disappear from where you are and reappear in their shadow within far range.
There's a lot
Okay.
of trees.
Their shadow.
So you disappear into the tree you're in and just come up like Arnold Schwarzenegger out of the mud behind this thing.
Okay, and as I'm behind them,
And that was did you mark a stress to do that?
Birds are
Yeah.
singing.
Okay.
Flowers
I
are
want
blooming.
to
So that's an action.
Yep,
use
she put that on
my dagger.
All right, and you're going dagger.
Yeah.
All right, roll to hit.
15, 16, 17.
That'll hit.
With hope, right? So you gain a hope.
Yep. If it's with hope, gain a hope. You gain a hope. Yeah. If you rolled with hope, you gain a hope.
Okay.
How many hope are you up to?
I don't know. 1?
Well, how many do you have?
1?
Are you tracking them?
You started with
I
2.
am
You started
now.
with 2.
So that means you have 3.
Oh.
Have you not rolled with hope any other time this game?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
No, she hasn't used any abilities that you require hope. I don't think yet.
No.
I have, and then I got
I
one
just thought
back.
she'd rolled with hope earlier. Okay,
Mm-mm.
so you're at 3 now.
Yeah. So 1d8.
Yeah, it's helpful to keep your hope like on your character sheet so you can track it separately than your hope pile.
6 damage.
So 6. That is a major wound for this, which is exactly what you needed to take this one out. What's it look like?
Come up from behind them, and then I slit their throat from behind.
Much like the driver of the cart you had inspected that looked like an older gentleman named Victor. You take your blade
Hey.
and you slice across the throat,
What?
and it looks at you, eyes roll back, and just slumps to the ground. A little bit of blood spurts on your clothing.
And now I need a nap.
You need a nap? Well, I'd say
Alright then.
it does appear that the threats are eliminated for the moment. Do you guys want to take a short rest, or do you want to move on to the next town?
Would
Loot
I
that body?
I was gonna say, would I looking at these, would I know anything about like these woods and who these are, if they're just random bandits or if there's something more?
So, from what you know, these thistle folk are commonly found in here, and they're thought to be like rogues and beggars and stuff like that, and seem like they kind of get by and survive by raiding traveling merchants and carts. So this is totally normal and not out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Can we check their bodies?
I want to loot this one.
Sure. Yeah, you go through, you find
Can I take her knife thingy?
sure. Add a
I want that.
serrated blade.
Serrated blade?
I don't have the equipment stuff on hand, so I'm not sure if you're proficient in it. Let me see if this actually mentioned.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say, should I put it in my secondary or my inventory weapon slot?
So I would just add it to your extra stuff for now,
Okay.
mostly because I don't have the proper information to tell you all the information on it. These characters will be thrown away after this game anyway.
Aw, man. What if I want to blade someone later?
Well, we'll get to that.
Do they have any
Okay.
like healing on them or anything like that? Because I noticed that Barnacle's not looking too great.
Is there anything else fun?
So unfortunately, you don't find any like potions of healing. You do find a single handful of gold, but other than that, like no, it doesn't seem like they have any kind of like real wealth to them.
Did she have anything else on her?
Nothing worth like taking other than like clothes and a picture of a loved one,
Oh,
and a note
that's
from their
nice.
child saying, "I have a good day, mommy."
Oh my god.
That's pretty cool.
But that's it. You can pocket that if you want.
Yeah, I think I will.
Okay, you pocket that.
We haven't really been at this very long, right? Or how long have we been out?
You've been out for a couple of days now. This is the first.
But I mean, like in the day, like as far as time period. Like
Oh,
time,
no. Today, few hours maybe.
just a few hours.
You've still got plenty of daylight to make it where you're going. And you don't, this happens, but it's not incredibly common. You think if you were to just keep traveling to the town, you're not far away from Hush, and you should be able to make it there relatively safely.
Okay.
Don't
You
we
wanna
have to
just
move
keep
this
going?
stupid cart first?
Oh, yeah,
Can
you
just-
guys-
Can I just rest in the cart while they drive?
An hour cart?
So, normally I would say yes. As far as following the Quickstart guide, which I'm trying to do very to the textbook.
No, it's too bumpy.
So
Oh.
bumpy.
You will have an opportunity for a short rest, like via the script before
Okay.
your next fight.
Okay.
So If you just wait, you'll be able to do it with everybody else, and the text blocks will tell you how to.
Yeah, I won't be
Alright.
very much help moving this cart because I'm not strong.
Because I'm trying my best
Okay,
to
well,
run
you
this.
There.
are probably stronger than the tiny little frog,
I'm
so
trying to
get
run
over
this
here.
as best as someone who doesn't
actually,
know
you're
the
the
game and
strongest.
is just following the Quickstart guide.
Yeah, but
So I'm kind of
help me.
pretending like I don't know what a short rest is until the game
Okay.
tells me what a short rest is.
yeah, I'm the strongest
try
with
and
the
move
fat
this.
0 on my paper.
You're gonna try?
I'm a help, but
right.
We have negative
Working
1.
together, the three of you are able to move the cart out of the way without any rolls or
Teamwork
anything like
makes
that.
the dream work.
Teamwork made the dream
Swiggity.
work, and you make quick work of this.
Oh yeah,
The Strix Wolf and her pups are
We're
long
so
gone,
strong.
probably leaving during the fighting.
no puppies for me. I'm sad.
Back
No.
on the cart, after maybe 30, 40 minutes have
One
passed,
puppy.
the path, you're back up to driving.
oh, here
The
we
path
go.
leads
Has
you
it committed
further
to
into the
driving?
forest
Here
until
we
you spot a
go.
large stone pillar, carved top to bottom with ancient dwarven symbols. This denotes one corner of the peaceful village of Hush. When you pass beyond the stone marker, you feel a small sensation like a of bubble, and then the sounds of friendly chatter
Bubbles.
become louder as the townsfolk, like who were kind of like muted and kind of hushed, open up into a loud like cacophony of a village like thriving and living. Through the trees of the Sablewood, though the trees of the Sablewood are unchanged here, there is a distinctive safe and comforting air. A few smiling faces turn to you as your carriage rolls in, waving and casting a warm greeting towards the party. There's a lively music drifting your direction from the tavern at the center of town. You know you need to find where the Whitefire Arcanist is to deliver the package from the king. What would you like to do?
To the tavern.
Tavern time.
To the tavern.
So,
To dance.
Tavern
you head to
time.
the tavern. Just outside, you see a young human boy who is trying to climb up some branches and like finally gets a hold of one and climbs up and then like hangs backwards from the leg and is looking at you and it's just like, oh hey, hey adventurers, how are you? How's it going? Welcome to
kiddo.
Hush. You got two in
Hey.
your cart. Hey there.
You there.
Hey. Nice to meet
Hey,
you. What's up?
hi.
What can I do for?
We're looking for someone.
What are you looking for?
Can someone describe who
wiggling
we're
back
looking
and forth.
for?
And you can see out through one of the little drop down windows.
I'm
you
like
can see
this
this little
out the
boy,
window, my head
What's her
hanging
name
out.
again?
light blonde hair. What was that?
What's her name again?
Who you're looking for?
Yeah.
You're looking for the Whitefire Arcanist.
Oh, we're looking for the Whitefire Arcanist.
Oh, everybody is. Sure. I don't know exactly where to find her, but I know who might be able to help you out.
Who?
If you head to the tavern, there's a lady there, a little dwarf named Lassa. Lassa Stallwind, actually. She could probably help you out. Kind of like swinging back and forth.
What are you doing?
I'm just swinging.
Why?
Lot to do here, to be honest. Kind of just waiting until I get older, and then I can go out adventuring.
Why here?
Oh, it's safe here.
On that wall?
On this tree,
Yeah.
it's like a log in the sky.
Oh.
You know, I like to think of like logs that are like still standing up. It's just sky logs. You know?
Optimism.
Yeah.
All right.
I can go even higher. Watch. And he starts scurrying up higher.
Careful, kiddo.
Oh, don't worry, I got it. And like catches himself
All right.
and goes up to like the next skylog. Swings back and forth.
Okay.
Okay.
Skylog.
Do you wanna hang out sometime?
Could come to the tavern with us.
I can't. I'm underage.
I'll poke my head out.
Then no.
Stop trying to encourage
Is there
underage
somewhere where we
drinking.
can leave our cart
not.
here?
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh yeah.
Is there
and,
parking somewhere
Points over.
nicely?
There's a nice little parking area right in front of the tavern. If you'd like
Preferred
for
parkers.
a coin, I could park it for you.
Would you though?
I'm
Can you drive?
sure that Barnacle is fine with
I'm old
parking
enough to
it.
drive, just not old enough to drink.
How old are you?
13.
That's a no for me.
You get it.
Just
you
park
have a
the
feeling this child's
carriage.
lying too. It's probably not 13.
Can you park it?
I
I could
got
absolutely
it.
park it.
No.
Oh.
not-
Oh,
No, not you.
I'll
Okay.
get out.
I'm
and,
getting out also right now.
Walk under the tree that
I'm
he's
gonna go
at.
parallel
and
park.
Motion for him to come down to me.
okay, sure.
Talking to children.
Yeah, does so, no problem.
Oh my
like
God.
an expert, kind of like lets
Child.
go of its legs and catches the next tree log or sky log and just like comes down and like whee
Where
and
did
drops like
parents
towards your
at?
arms.
I will. I'll give him a gold coin.
Oh, What's
and
this
just
for?
say, if you wouldn't mind just keeping an eye on the cart for us, there'll be more of that when we return.
Oh, yeah.
God.
No problem. Yeah, and takes it and puts it in like a shirt pocket. Wow. Okay, yeah, I'll watch it. No problem. Nothing will happen to it. And grabs a stick off the ground. They call these little ground logs. And
Oh my god.
walks over and
Oh
like
God.
kind of like smacks it in their hand, like looking around, ready for
Hmm.
anything.
This kid reminds
Nice.
me of someone.
I got you.
Which way to the tavern?
Oh, it's
We're right
the doorway right in
it.
front of the cart.
Oh, this is the tavern.
Yeah, this is the
Okay.
tavern.
We
You
have
should have told me that,
arrived.
Barnacle.
Well, it's
I'm walking in the tavern. I'm leaving.
I'm
All right.
walking in.
I'm going in.
So, the Clovered Tavern is a sight to behold, with 6 curving stories climbing the trunk of an ancient tree. This is the heart of the community, always crowded with music and good-natured conversation. Newcomers to the bar must take off their shoes and hang them over a line that stretches across the bar's ground floor. Inevitably, by the time visitors leave, their shoes will
Whoa.
be shined and filled with small trinkets. As you enter, what would you like to do?
Take off my shoes.
You take off your shoes, and a young woman approaches you and says, "I'll take those." And she takes her shoes and she like takes a little wire and she hangs them over the line.
I don't have shoes.
Okay.
Oh, someone must have already taken your shoes.
Okay.
Good. Your shoes, please.
I'll take off my shoes.
Takes your shoes.
I'm making a face though.
Oh, don't worry. I'll take good care of them. And she clips your shoes up to this line.
I'm scared.
Okay.
I'll take good care of your shoes.
She's gonna take good
Thank
care of
Good
your
care for
shoes.
You're welcome.
These people are very
Alright.
happy.
Inside you see a older dwarven woman carrying around a barrel of ale on her shoulder. You see a couple of older gentlemen sitting at the bar and just having a nice conversation. There's a bard up on this a small stage just playing a lute. Anyone you want to talk to or anything you want to do?
Get a drink.
Okay. So you go up and you sit at the bar?
Yeah.
Okay, you sit down at the bar, and the dwarven woman, this big, thick, brown beard, comes over and still carrying this ale. She comes over and, "Hey, you new in town? What can I get you?" Still holding the ale.
Aren't you
beer
our
thing.
designated driver?
It'll be fine.
I don't know about that
Oh,
one.
lots of drivers come through here. It's fine.
All
The
right.
horse does all the work.
Yeah. And she takes
I'll take a pint.
she
Quart?
takes a glass of, what do they call them?
Is it a pint?
Drink things. Cup? I
A
don't know how this
mug?
works. Mug.
Oh.
Go, buddy.
She hits the thing. You get this nice like amber color liquid.
The
Pisses off,
thingy.
slides it over to you, and you can just leave the gold on the counter before you leave. Kind of trust you. We have a nice honor system around here.
Everyone seems
Shoes.
nice.
Oh, everyone is nice. That's why we never leave. You know what they say about hush? Shut up. Don't leave.
We're looking for someone.
Aye. Everyone's looking for someone. She leans a little closer to you. Is it me?
It could be, but not right now.
What's your name?
Barnacle.
Barnacle. I'm Lassa. It's nice to meet you.
Hi.
Hi.
We're looking for someone.
It's not me?
Well, someone
Well, that's
else.
a little upsetting now.
And you could. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I
Marlo.
got work to do.
Marlo.
I'll walk up. No, we're looking for the Whitefire Arcanist.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, lots of people always looking for her. She's kind of busy.
Kind of busy where, though?
Well, I'm not supposed to tell you.
We
Is
have
the whole thing.
we have gold.
It's royal business.
Go ahead and make me a presence roll for your royal business. Try to convince her.
A presence roll?
Show her
Yes,
that
please.
membership card.
If you have any experiences you want to use, feel free.
I am the royal mage,
Do you have any hope to burn?
and that is my experience. I have
You got
two
some
hope.
proof of that royal mage
Okay.
I have
status?
two
Strike it.
hope.
That would count if you. What was that?
Let's see if we could strike a deal.
I want to
Why are you
use a
drinking
hope
right now?
to use my influence.
You don't need
and
any of
say,
that.
I'm a
Like, not just
frog.
like it's royal business, but it's I am
What's that supposed to
the
mean?
royal mage here on royal
And frogs
business,
drink a lot?
looking for the arcanist.
Okay. So that's a +2, right, to this?
Yeah, it's a +2.
Understood.
All right.
And
So
what
what you
what
got?
role did you say? Presence.
Yes, please.
So that was an 8 with hope,
Uh-huh.
+1, so it's a 9. +2 makes it an 11.
Needed a 10. You got it. And that's with hope.
That's with
So you
hope.
gain your hope back.
Yeah.
Sweet. And that's the best part of hope in the experiences in this game. If you roll hope, you get your hope right back. Okay. All right. Listen. I don't want to stand between her and royal matters, so that's why she's quite busy. But you've traveled so far. I'm sure she'll be more than hospitable. Honestly, we'd be lost without her. And she keeps this whole place under a powerful ward so that no dangers from the Sable can pass into town. You'd find her house to the south, through the farmland. It's hanging from one of the old sablewood trees. Honestly, you can't miss it. Head south out of town, you'll see.
You said hanging,
Tyler touches
Oh,
his
yeah.
hair one more time.
and it's not in the town of Hush.
It's just outside.
Is it within the same whatever effect this town seems to have?
Unfortunately, it's not here, per se. She likes it. She can take care of herself. She has her own wards. She doesn't need ours. You'll see when you get there. Trust me. She knows what she's doing.
Is it what time is it right now? Like, is
Right
it
now?
getting later?
3
or-
o'clock in the
So
afternoon
it'd be enough time for us still to go out and see her right now.
Totally Magodily.
Okay.
1500. Yeah.
1500.
Do you have any to-go cups?
Oh, just take that one. You already gave me a gold. I'll
Sweet.
buy another mug.
If we need a place to stay this evening, do you have anything available?
No, actually, there's nothing here. But you're more than welcome to come stay at my place.
That's fine.
Yeah, we don't have any kind of inns like that. It's more of we're just an incredibly hospitable bunch of people.
So there's no inns in town?
No, but ask around. Anyone would be willing to take you in for the night.
I think
I
we
understand
can
what it's like to
sleep
be
in
out on
our
the road.
carriage, I
How many
think.
beds do you have?
Me, I've got 6.
Oh,
Oh,
what's your... Okay.
Yeah, I had a large family, and most of them have grown up, become adventurers, and left. But I
that you weren't
stayed
supposed to
behind.
leave.
But yeah, it sounds like your business is pretty important, so I'm not sure why you'd want to stay.
Curious.
You're more than
Yes.
welcome to swing back by, though.
Barnacle, bring your drink to go.
Aye,
go.
aye.
Go find your shoes. How about that?
Oh, yeah. Let's go find our shoes.
All right. Heading back downstairs. No, you're still on the first floor. Heading, back to the front door. You notice that your shoes are already completely polished and clean. It's the cleanest you've ever seen your shoes. And inside, you find like a little note that's like, welcome to Hush. Feel free to stay as long as you'd like. If anyone asks how to find us, shut up. It's need to know basis kind of thing. But other than that, here's a coupon for a free pie at the local baker, and there's a nice little apple in there as well.
Okay, do I know anything about Hush?
Yeah.
What is this town?
I'm
Why is it so weird?
I
Snow
am
White's
scared.
village.
Hush is a
Hush, hush.
Hush is a wonderful, delightful town in the middle of a incredibly inhospitable environment.
Is everyone crazy here?
No, they're not crazy. They just it's like
Centric?
cabin fever.
We're very
Because if you leave, you could
happy.
die. But
Okay.
if you stay, you're
It's
good forever.
fine.
Yeah, you stay,
Okay.
you're fine.
Okay.
And everyone
that
just
Town from Shrek.
love loves love, kind of thing.
Okay. I'll give my coupon to
All right then.
I'll give you my coupon.
I'll have a coupon.
You got 2 coupons. Oh wait, no, you
They
didn't have shoes.
They didn't have shoes. That's why I'm
I
giving
don't
him a
have-
coupon.
I see. Yeah. Aw.
Thank you.
Gotta get Varian some kicks.
All right, you guys do anything else? Oh, you head out,
No, I got
and the child
Beaties.
still has
Oh.
little
your
toe beans.
The,
Cart,
the
and is
toe
sitting on
beans.
top of
Toe
it with
beans,
their
toe
ground log.
beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Starting to get the impression that I didn't need to hire a watch. But I will pay him anyway.
Do you flip another gold
Yes,
coin?
I'll give him another gold coin.
Thank you, miss.
Job
And-
well done.
Yeah, no one can do it better. Next time you're through, let me know. I'll watch it again. In fact, I can come with you until we get to the end of the barrier, and then I gotta leave. My mom would be really upset.
I was gonna say we're going to be crossing the barrier again. So
Oh, well, next time you're through, I got you. I'm your man.
Good to
Man.
know.
Yeah. You want me to back her up for you?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I get in the cart, like swaying a little bit.
Ooh.
So I'm a little frog.
Okay. You sure you don't want me to help drive?
No, I'm. That's okay.
Okay.
Woo!
Yeah.
Sure, one of us shouldn't drive.
I've got
maybe?
this.
Are you sure?
Varian.
I'm fine. I
Thank
get in.
you.
Okay.
I'm
Well,
okay
thank
with this.
you.
I'm okay with this as long as you're heading south.
All right.
Giddy up to the horse.
All right. So you say
I'm
giddy up.
getting in the cart, I guess.
The horse goes to back up. It looks, its mane has been slightly like trimmed in a bit. It's been eating some really nice, like
Why are we
horse
leaving?
feed.
Where'd you get all this stuff?
Oh, my uncle brought it over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's traditional. You see a horse parked here, you know. They say, take care of your horse.
What's our horse's name?
Yeah.
What? What did you name your horse? Wait, it's your horse. What'd you name your horse?
Taffy.
What's your horse's name?
Taffy,
There's two
No.
horses.
There's two horses.
Brown.
Brown, and Taffy.
Brown and Taffy.
Brown
Is
and
one of
Taffy.
them brown?
Yeah. No, it's kind of taffy colored.
Oh, okay.
Taffy.
That's what I was waiting for.
It's pink?
All right, cool. So, crap, audio
Okay.
listeners, you don't know what that means. Video, the train whistle. Railroads. Making your way past the homes of the village, then through the farmlands of Hush, you see a variety of crops that have begun to cultivate a thin layer of glowing blue moss over the top of the fruits and vegetables. Much like James Cameron's Avatar, they pulse softly like heartbeat as you pass. Among the thriving groves, you notice that the sablewood trees in this area have hundreds of faces carved into all sides, and the eyes peering in every direction.
I told you the trees have eyes.
One tree,
And also
taller than the
whole
rest, bears the
faces.
arcanist home. Like an overripe fruit, it hangs from a braid of rope as wide around as a giant's forearm and tied to a massive branch that's counterweighted by a cabin-sized boulder lying at the base of the tree. The stone is marked with a collection of symbols, and the cavern windows flash with a soft yellow-green light. What would you all like to do?
Knock, knock.
Just find a
So
place
the
to
tree
park
is
the cart
probably
outside.
like 100-ish, feet above you.
I would like to take my pint and inspect the tree.
You take your pint, you walk over to the tree. It's a nice tree, biggest tree you've ever seen.
I'm walking over there with
I would like. Is it low light?
In general,
Yeah.
underneath the tree is definitely a little lower, but it's still like, mid-afternoon.
Never
It's probably
mind.
like 4 o'clock by now.
Never mind.
What's up?
Never mind.
Okay.
While we're doing this, I'm gonna mark a stress
Oh, you just stressed?
to refill my unleash chaos.
Okay.
stressed out a little
Sweet.
bit.
Stressed out here.
So you see this light
Stressful
flickering in the windows of the home.
I'm gonna knock.
So the
On
tree,
the
the
tree?
house is about 100 feet above you. You're gonna knock on the tree,
Oh,
you
it's
knock
up
on the
top.
rope or the boulder.
There's a rope?
Can you
And I
pull the
quote,
rope like a?
Say it.
It hangs from a braid of rope as wide around as a giant's forearm, tied to a massive branch and counterweighted by a cabin-sized boulder lying at the base of the tree.
Oh, to like lift us up?
It looks a lot like
I will
this.
just call up.
Oh, I
Oh.
see.
You're gonna yell up.
Yeah, I'll just yell up.
All right.
Rapunzel, Rapunzel.
What do you say?
I'll say, White Fire Arcanist. It is
Some-
I,
Oh my
Marlowe,
God.
from the Royal Court.
Go ahead and make me a presence roll with disadvantage.
Announcing yourself
With
right now.
disadvantage.
Yep. So roll a d6 and
So I
subtract
roll a
that.
d6.
Yep.
With it.
I could.
Okay, so it
Do many
is
things.
it was a 12 with hope.
Do anything
Okay.
with
Take
that.
a
Without
hope.
tongue.
3.
So 9.
Yeah.
All right. So
Only
you call and you call. The light's still flickering in the
mind.
windows, but you don't hear any reply. You two want to do anything?
I'm gonna use my tongue and skirt up there.
So
Gosh.
your little like sticky amphibian feet and stuff, you're gonna like
Yeah, I'm gonna eat
use
myself
your
up.
tongue. Are you using the rope or are you using the? Are you just climbing up the tree?
My My tongue.
Your tongue's not 100 feet long,
Oh.
so you can't just grab the house.
I mean, pretty sticky frog. You can probably climb up there, maybe.
So you're going up the tree, the rope.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
I want
up
to try and climb
the
up the tree with my
The tree?
claws.
Well, I'm gonna just hop on their back then.
Oh, okay.
What's your
Piggyback.
what's your strength?
They're strong. They got-
No.
Stronger than you.
I don't know if you can support while climbing a very tall tree
They
the
have
weight
a
of a
plus
second
0 on
person.
strength, right?
I'm tiny.
I have a 0 on
Not
my
that tiny.
strength.
I'll just
Okay.
crawl up next.
So you're both going up
To
your
very-
I'm
own.
crawling.
All right.
Like
Go
a
ahead
sticky
and
patch.
make me a agility roll, please, both of you. You're looking for a 13 total. Tell me if it's with hope or fear.
17 with hope.
17 with fear.
Both of you had 17s?
Yes.
All right.
But fear and hope.
But fear and hope. So you're both climbing up. I'm going to take a fear for that fear.
Yeah.
Did you take a hope
Yeah.
for your hope? Okay,
Oh,
so add a hope to your hope
man.
pile. You're
Yes.
climbing up, and Varian's slightly ahead of you. And they grab a branch, and it actually snaps under their hand, under their weight, and they fall past you about 5 or 6 feet. And another branch of the tree whips around and it grabs them, cradles them, and gently puts them back on the trunk of the tree. And then the branch goes back to normal.
I'm gonna hug the tree. Give it a little pat.
Yes.
Even the
Okay.
trees here are nice.
Even though they're
Oh, wait, we're not in Hush anymore. Never
scary.
mind.
So you get back up. You're pretty much across from the house now, and you got about a 50-foot
Okay.
gap between you and the house. But
Anyone
you're like eye
home?
level with it.
Is my tongue 50 feet?
Do you want to try to like jump and then use your tongue?
Is
Yeah.
your tongue
So, like,
50
grapple to it?
feet?
And so who's acting first? Are you jumping or are you calling over?
Oh, she can call first.
Okay, you go ahead and make me a presence roll, Varian.
La la la. What the flip? It's a 15 with fear again.
What was that to the mic?
15 with fear again.
There, okay. 15 with fear. So, oh wait, I'm full on fear. Crap. 1, 2.
That's scary.
1.
He's been full on fear.
Oh yeah, I was. I couldn't even take in that last one. Dang it. So instead, I'm just gonna do something bad.
What's something bad?
So you think whoever's inside the home does hear you this time, and you know that because a blast comes from the window straight to the tree where you guys are at, and
That's not nice.
I surrender.
does a 13 hit you?
Yes.
Okay. So you're not going to take any damage, but you are going to mark a stress, as this blast doesn't actually injure you, but when it hits you, you're hit with this auditory like sizzling noise, and
Okay.
you think maybe your skin's burning, but there's no actual pain like associated with it. And out from the window,
Really, what
you
the
see
flip?
a 7-foot tall mix of humanoid and firefly. The arcanist is a fairy that moves in a combination of both very slow and suddenly jerky motions. Though her expressions are difficult to read, her motions are very clear in her voice. She is old, but very spry, and the eyes droop mischievously. Are you the group Amaris sent from the capital?
Yes.
Oh my. Oh my. She looks down at you. Well, you're very late, aren't you? Come in. And the arcanist then lowers her home all the way to the ground and invites you inside.
Oh man.
I'm gonna crawl down now.
I guess so.
So 2 branches come around and they actually give you guys like a little step down on,
Oh,
and then they
okay.
lower you slowly to the ground and then pull back up naturally.
Give it a goodbye hug and
Goodbye hug to the tree. And then you all step in.
Yeah.
I guess so.
As you step inside, you notice that the treehouse is surprisingly spacious. The main room is a crowd of potions and bottles, spellbooks and runes and plants and small creatures of all kinds.
Creatures?
Creatures.
of what kind?
Like what kind of creatures?
There's squirrel bears.
Oh man.
I don't remember what yours is called. I threw it away. The thing you were looking for is also
There's
there?
a
The thing I was looking
deer
for is
hawk.
there.
Yeah,
Deer
the
hawk.
deer
There's
hawk.
a deer
I
hawk.
want to have it.
There's a single deer hawk in a small cage.
In a small cage.
Oh, they're all caged?
No, not all of them. Just this one.
Except only the deer hawk is caged.
Careful about that one. She bites. But she's my oldest friend, so I can't bring myself to get rid of her.
I could take her off your hands.
No, there's no need for that. I do love Averdine so much.
Okay.
But no one could classify this place as messy. It's clear that if anyone moved a single item, even an inch, the old fairy would notice. So, do you have it? I
I'll-
was told you were bringing a package from King Amaris.
I'll step forward and say, like, yes, my name is Marlowe. I am the emissary of King Amaris.
Yes,
And I'll pull out the package.
the package. Oh, you mean on the back of your cart? That giant crate.
I'll pull out an inventory list that says one
One
package.
package.
And say, it's at
A
the base of the tree on the cart.
Oh, okay. She, well, you should have told me sooner. And she raises her hands up. Like a blooming flower, the home itself opens up and the walls come down, meeting the ground around you. And you are basically just outside, but in her house at the same time.
All right
now.
then.
And your cart, come on, bring it in.
I'll go get it.
The whole cart?
Of
In-
course, there's
into the
plenty
home.
plenty of room inside.
Is there?
Yes, of course there is.
For the horses,
I'm gonna drive the cart in.
Brown and Taffy.
You hop on, you grab the horses, Brown and Taffy, and you turn around. And
Giddy
you
up.
beep, beep, beep. You back them in,
Okay.
and the walls close back up. And as they do so, you notice the floor, like base, actually widens a bit to allow more space inside this home. And then you feel like the rock start to pull the house back into the sky. So you guys are suspended in the air once more.
How do the horses feel about this?
They're fine.
Okay.
They're doing good. They're having a great time.
Doing great.
You actually you pick up a whiff of something in the air, like incense, and it seems to calm all the animals in this space. Now you think that's probably why they
Oh.
can like all live in harmony in such a small enclosure.
I just want to look at the deer hawk.
So
Just looking at it.
okay, well, come on. You must have the key to this crate.
Can't I need that thing?
Let's get it open. See what's inside.
Yes, I do have the key, and I pull out the key.
Oh, perfect.
I've got the key.
Let's get it open. And she steps back as you open up this crate and you lift up this large wooden lid. And inside King Amaris' package lies a massive stone with a lion's face carved into it. Marlowe. You recognize this as the keystone of the capital city's main gate archway. The arcanist nods sagely as soon as she sees it, saying, "Of course, the king would keep this delivery a secret. If anyone knew your city was no longer warded, you would be conquered before sunrise.
Wait,
With
what?
this..." Huh?
Back up.
What?
Oh, yes. It's quite a big deal. It's the one thing that protects your city.
We've been carrying the wards.
Well, it appears to be no longer charged and doing as it was supposed to do. It's probably why he brought you to me.
Why do we have this?
With this ominous warning, she starts to unfurl her treehouse yet again, exposing this large like landscape and pointing over towards this like open
Okay.
spot where you can see the trees, like the tree line ends, and there's a small open area. We must travel to the open vale to reinstate the ward. But such an effort of magic will attract dangerous creatures from the darkest reaches of the Sablewood. I shall need your help. And the house starts to lower.
Of course it will.
Quickly! We must travel.
Taffy and Brown,
Hopping back on the cart.
ready to roll.
Can I have your deer hawk?
No!
Can we bring it with us?
Let me ask her. Aphrodite, would you like to go with us on one more adventure? Arr! She says no. as
Oh,
I
man.
suspected.
What was that?
That's the classic deer hawk.
You never heard of deer hawk?
That's what a deer hawk sounds like.
Yeah.
The best deer hawk impression I've ever heard.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Brown and Taffy, this way. And on direction from the arcanist, your carriage pulls into a mysteriously smooth trail, as if well traveled by the arcanist over the years. You all go.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm
Get
driving.
in that carriage. I don't think you are driving.
After some
anymore.
time, no,
Oh.
it's just going on its own.
Just moving on its own.
Oh,
You're back here with us now.
I'm gonna hold the reins though, just in case.
That's fair.
Oh, okay. Have fun with that. You're drunk.
Yes.
You're not doing anything.
Let me take this from here. Horses kind of just do their
And
thing.
I'm like, no.
Your carriage then pulls into a mysterious clearing in the shape of a perfect circle, the only area of the Sablewood you've seen without trees to block out the sky. This is the open vale. You see, this open vale is the one area in all of the Sablewood where magic can be pulled through the universe without the trees taking it for themselves. Therefore, it's the perfect place to conduct such rituals, and the perfect place, and only place, to infuse and repair these runes with magical warding properties. So, let us continue. The arcanist antenna perk up in a disconcerting way. Oh, wait! This is good, this is good! Stop, 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 stop! And the horses come to a halt. Yes, here! Come now, help me. I'm old. And she looks as if she needs a step down.
I'm gonna get down, offer my frog hand, do a little dance, and help her out.
So
She can
stepping
step-
down
She can step on my
on both
feet.
of your hands and your feet, reaching the ground. She gives a slight little bow. Puts her hand on her back a little bit for that motion. Oh. Thank you so much. You're both such sweet young boys.
Of course.
Then she heads to the back of the carriage, and as she did with her home, she begins to unfold the carriage itself.
Oh.
The wheels flatten with the earth,
Our carriage.
and the sides come down,
My
and
God.
she starts to come. Her body starts to glow brighter and brighter, flickering in the night as the sun starts to set. I will need about an hour or so of time to prepare. You all enjoy the night air while you can. We will be very, very busy soon.
Enjoy the night air.
Okay.
You can now
Dance.
take a short rest if you'd like. During a short rest, you may choose up to 2 of the following options, and you can choose to do one twice if you would like. Your options are: tend to wounds. You can describe how you patch yourself up and clear 1d4 hit points. You can also choose to tend to an ally instead. You can clear a stress. Describe how you blow off some steam or pull yourself together and clear 1d4 stress. You can repair armor. Describe how you spend time quickly repairing your armor and clear 1d4 marked armor slots. You can also choose to repair the armor of an ally instead. Or last, you can prepare. You can describe how you prepare for the path ahead and gain a hope. If you choose to prepare with 1 or more party members, you may each take 2 hope instead of 1.
What was the first one? 1 hit
You
point?
can heal hit points, you can heal stress, you can heal armor, or
How
you can
many?
gain hope.
How many hit points?
I get to do
1d4.
2 of those.
You roll a d4, and you do that much healing.
And these are downtime actions?
This is part of your short rest.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
So that's 1. And then are you using your second downtime action to also heal, or do you want to use it for something else?
I'm gonna heal.
You're gonna heal again. So you healed 2.
I want to heal and do stress.
You're doing 1 for heal, 1 for stress.
Yeah.
Okay.
I roll for both of those.
Yes, they're both a d4.
It doesn't matter. It's only a 1 for each
Hey.
of them. So
So 3
3
and 1.
and a
All
1.
right, so you're bringing both back down to 0.
Yay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna take a moment to tend to my armor.
Okay. So
Yeah.
how do you do this? Actually,
So-
you know what? Do your thing, and then I'll go around the table.
Okay.
So everyone think about how you healed, how you did your thing,
I
and how you do
know.
yours.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a moment to tend to my armor. So basically, it's got some like minor plate shifting and stuff like that, and the
Mhm.
leather pieces and stuff like that. So I'm just kind of mending it, getting everything straightened
Magically
back
or
out.
with tools and
Magically,
stuff?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm using some magic on this to like kind of it doesn't come out perfect. So like the leather where it's been slashed is probably like almost like a
It's
scar.
still scarred.
It looks
but
like a
it's
scar tissue.
Right.
Like
Okay.
it kind of like sinews itself together.
Okay. I love it.
So that is it's 1d4, right?
Yep.
Okay,
That
so
was one.
that's one. Okay. So that's one downtime action.
Mm-hmm.
The next one is I'm going to drop into a kind of like I'm trancing.
Okay.
Actually, no, not that one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my next one to try and tend to Barnacle's wounds.
Oh, you're gonna heal Barnacle.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to try and see if I can heal them. So I'll come over and again, I'm using magic on this, almost the same way that I mended the leather on my armor.
Right.
So like a soft purple light, like over your wounds.
And you mend the flesh.
One.
You gotta throw that dice away.
Hit point or stress?
Hit point.
1 hit point.
I'm healed.
And then after I'm done with all that, I go over and I sit crisscross applesauce in the grass,
Mhm.
and I'm going to drop into a celestial trance.
Okay.
Which
gives you another
allows me
downtime?
to have an extra downtime movement, during which I am going to try and center myself to focus to relieve my stress.
Okay.
Of 3,
That's a good roll.
which is all of my stress.
awesome. How did your healing look when you were healing your own wounds?
Just dancing under the moonlight with the trees.
Oh.
Oh, so like a
Some
spiritual
nature
healing.
commune.
Yeah.
Okay. What about your healing and stress removal? How do you do yours?
Lick my wounds. I'm a little
You
kitty
lick
cat.
your
Yeah,
wounds like
I'm
a
just gonna
kitty?
sit next to him and
Ah.
do that, and then I'm gonna curl
Aw.
up and I'm gonna take a little cat nap for my
Little kitty
stress.
nap. Okay, I love it so much. I love that better than I thought I was going to. Everyone's answers were really good, and I wasn't expecting it. These are great. Okay,
Little kitty.
awesome. Do I need this?
Woo!
Oh god, I need so many
Funky frog.
things.
Space filler.
Okay,
Funky
my
frog.
side's about to get
Funky
way more cluttered.
Funky frog.
He's gonna edit this out.
I'm not editing
Little
anything.
kitty nap.
Oh,
No, nothing gets edited out of this.
never mind.
Every single thing you've done, every face you've made,
We
it's all
stopped
here.
editing when we started doing video.
100%. There's no edits. Hi.
Whoa.
Awkward.
Yep. All
I'm
right.
sorry.
The arcanist out of nowhere lets out a shrill cry.
Oh.
The Keystone has finally responded. Quickly, surround me. The ritual must begin or I'll lose the pathway. Hurry, hurry.
Oh my
I'll
god.
jump on
Run
my
over.
I'm
tracks and
awake. I'm
run
awake.
over.
I'm
Hands
going.
up.
Her body begins to glow brighter and brighter. She still has her eyes focused on this
Jesus.
rune. And then the eyes roll backwards into her head, and the entire carriage lifts off the ground a foot. The unearthly cry echoes into the into the woods, alerted by the arcane energy. Now, we need to, other than your guys' characters, please remove all of the other minis. We can put your cart in the middle.
Our carriage.
The garage. Uh-huh.
Okay, and then feel free to place the Whitefire Arcanist over by the cart as well.
I must protect her.
All right.
All right, buddy. All right.
She likes me more.
Are
All
you
right.
simping for the Firefly
Now,
lady
please-
right now?
Place
Maybe.
She's really
these-
old.
Might be my thing.
within close range of your characters and the cart.
What the flip?
In fact, they'd probably be together in a group.
Oh, in a
Oh.
group?
Yep.
Okay.
Must protect grandma.
And then these two have in
Wrong
far
with you?
range somewhere. Anywhere.
Ugh.
What
Also
the
grouped together?
Nope, they don't
Frick?
have to be.
Or they don't have to be?
Choose your fate.
array?
Oh gosh.
Sorry.
It's okay.
You said very far?
Just far.
Far. Okay.
Yep.
That's about right there.
Forest wraith.
And you feel the ground rumble as 4 ancient skeletons emerge from the ground near you, rusted swords in hand, disturbed by the forces of magic being used by the arcanist. And in the distance, 2 forest wraiths float on I can't say this word, ominously towards you. I'm going to start a countdown die for the ritual. Your goal is to hold off the enemies until her work is completed. I'm going to grab this D8.
Thanks, I guess.
Okay. This is what I'm calling a countdown die. This is important to this game. Lots of encounters in this game will have this. There is a trigger. I'm not going to tell you what it is. There's a trigger that every time you guys do a thing, it will go down a number. When it reaches 0, the countdown's complete. In this case, 0 means her ritual is complete. You guys did it. Every time you guys mess something up or something happens, it's going to go up a number.
What counts as doing a thing?
You'll see.
Okay.
Essentially, every time she is hit by an attack, it's going to go up.
Oh. I shall protect her.
Every time you guys kill
So
an
we
enemy,
do have
it's
to
going to drop
protect
down.
her.
Do we have to change the action tracker up here now, or is it? It's still here with the stuff from the last thing?
Oh my gosh. So yes, take those back. I would have gained 2 fear per one of those, but I was full on
But
fear.
you were max. Okay.
Yeah. I need to start burning fear more is what I'm learning. So. Oh, that's fun. Neat. Yeah. So we go into combat, starting with you guys. Action tracker is on the board, and let's begin. You guys have been told the stakes. Wait, where is the lady, and why is she under the frog?
I'm protecting
All right,
her.
well, move your person off the frog, please. Or lady.
I was
You can't be on top of her.
Right. Okay, so you position yourself between you and her. Who wants to act first?
I mean, I'll go first.
All right.
I'm gonna
Because
like this.
if I see a group of skeletons coming out of the ground, I'd be trying to do the same thing that I did before. So yeah, I'm gonna do the exact same thing, which is I'm gonna burn 2 hope to do a rain of blades.
Rain of blades.
Rain of blades. And then I'm gonna do the stress for primal origin to make it a to increase the range.
Okay, so you take a stress, increase your range.
Yeah.
So you hit all enemies.
So it'll just be these 4 though.
Oh, it's not the other ones too?
No, because they're far.
Oh, because it's
Yeah,
very
yeah,
close.
so it's
close.
just
I
the
see what
4
you're saying. All
skeletons
right,
this
so there's
time.
4 skeletons.
Yeah,
All right,
just the
sounds
4
good.
skeletons this time.
Brr, 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 brr. I miss having battle music. We're gonna
This is
have to get battle music added into
going
this
to
one.
it's
be
like we need
good.
the
So, oh, that's no good. It's no bueno. Well, I mean, it's not bad.
It's bueno,
So-
but it's with fear.
So it's 17, 18, 19 with fear.
19 with fear. Let me check out what their majors are. Okay.
And again, it is daggers raining down from the forest canopy.
So 19 does hit. Yep.
And it is 5.
So 5 is
5
the damage.
magic damage.
5 magic damage. Okay. So 5 magic damage, and that's with fear. Did you already add an action token?
Nope, but I just did.
Magic token, and then all right, yeah. So you do your magic. You pull across your staff, and from even in this open clearing, out of from nowhere, just these arcane blades start raining into these ancient skeletons, piercing through and knocking off fragments of armor and like bone and stuff. And they're looking like parts are just falling apart as they walk towards you, as these blades are tearing bits, but they're still moving towards you. And with that roll of fear, I'm going to take a move myself. I'm going to spend a fear token to add 2 action tracker tokens. And then I'm going to within close range. Okay, I'm gonna activate all 4 of these by spending 2 of those tokens. So take them right back, and all 4 of these skeletons are gonna attack you.
Ah.
Yep. So you can move them up.
So they're just gonna come
All
up
4
to me.
are up to you, and they're all gonna attack you at once. It's their special ability. It's their group feature.
I don't like this.
Choose a target. Activate all ancient skeletons within close range of them. Those minions move into melee range of the target and make 1 shared attack roll. On success, they deal 4 physical damage each. Combine this damage together. So, it's gonna be. Let's find out.
Are you having fun?
That is a 13 plus 0. It's only a 13.
I'm only a 9.
Oh, so it does hit. And this is, it's just flat. So 16 physical damage.
16. Okay. If I do 1 armor, that takes it down. I'm gonna have to do 2
All right.
to take it down to an 8, because if meets it beats it, right? So if even if I take it down to a 12, it's still severe.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna mark 2 so that.
Do you want to mark more and get it even lower?
Wait, where that puts me at? Hold on, that puts me at 12, and then it's down to an 8. Ooh, I could.
It's up to you.
I could.
Do you want your armor to take the brunt of this?
I want my armor to take the brunt of this. I
Okay.
only want to take 1. Yeah. So
All right.
I'm marking down to. I only have 1 armor slot left.
Right. But your health's looking okay.
But yeah.
You're still standing. Yeah.
I guess.
All right. So all 4 of these come in, and
me.
after taking these arcane blades to the body bits, they rush over and they just start jabbing at you all at the same time. And your armor, you pull in and your armor takes the brunt of it, but you do still get sliced up here and there. I still got 1 left, right?
Mm-hmm.
With that 1, this forest wraith here is going to. How do I activate that? Oh. That's terrible. This one's going to come up here to you, Barnacle. I'm going to spend a fear, because this sounds fun. And I have to make an attack roll against you really quick. Let me know if this hits. That is an Nash 20. It hits. Okay. So, 23 if you include the modifier.
Oh.
So, this wraith is going to come up to you. It's going to look at you, and you see it's made of not only like this dark, like purple and green energy,
This is not
but it's
good.
all wispy, like, and it looks like remnants of, the trees that have been staring at you this whole time. It's got the same eyes, and it's made of the same like bark-ish look to it, but like ethereal. And it's going to come up to you, and it's going to grab a hold of you, but not physically. It's going to grab your spirit, and it's going to pull your spirit out of your body, and you're going to watch your body slump to the ground as you were held aloft in the air in your spiritual form, looking down upon your collapsed self.
No.
Okay.
That's not fun. That's not good.
Yep, you cannot take any actions. Mechanically, you cannot take any actions until the countdown ticks down for at least 1 value. And
I took it off.
that's it for my turn.
Okay then. So
guys are up.
now, should I try and get that wraith, or should I try and get all them skeletons?
I don't know.
Having an out of body moment right now. Also,
So
the wraith is closer to the lady.
I did tell you how it ticks down, and I have told you how to get her back, or him back.
You have?
Yes.
Obviously, I wasn't listening hard
That
enough.
sounds right. Richard heard it, though.
Did you?
Do you want to go, or because I can try and drop that wraith like right now?
And you're okay
Those
if I get rid
wraiths
of those
do
skillies.
look quite more formidable than the skeletons in front of you.
Yeah.
Formidable.
But if I go after the wraith, I can't go after these skeletons. So either you go after the wraith or you go after the skeletons.
I'm gonna try and get the skeletons then. I would like to help you. And I want to use Vicious Entangle again.
Okay, on who? Which one?
Whichever one's closest to the middle, so I can spend another hope.
Okay.
Probably
We'll say that
this
one that's moving. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that was the one that was moving.
Oh. Eek.
What are we looking at?
A 15.
With
Fear.
15 with fear. Oh, so that's an action.
Keeps happening. I'm spending one of my hope. Well, am I?
You spent a hope to do it, right? It's up to you.
No, like, is it a success?
Oh, 15? Sorry, 15 will hit, yes.
Okay, then I will use a hope. So, yeah, 8d physical damage, and it does actually restrain the one that I target.
Oh, so
because
it's all
I read
3
it.
of them.
I read it better.
Is it everyone within that range, or just those 2?
The enemies,
Is it just a...
if they're in close range to
So
the target.
everybody, all 4 of those have become restrained. Sweet.
Yeah. 8.
8?
Yippee!
Wow, but it's only 8 damage to that one. And everyone else is restrained.
and then everyone else is restrained, and including that one that I hit.
Okay, yeah.
They're restrained greatly with vines.
You do this, these vines like rush across the ground from you. They burst up, and when they do, just a cloud of bones from this one, and just it's completely eviscerated. You can actually take that guy off a little bit.
Dusted.
The other 3 are totally restrained as the vines like go up the leg bones and like get in between like the femur and like the rib cage and stuff like that, and they're holding them in that area.
Nice.
This does actually reduce the countdown die by 1, and at seeing this happen and this big explosion, this wraith loses concentration of you, and your soul is sucked right back into your body, and you stand up.
Get out of there, buddy.
Yay.
Those are all restrained.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to do? Oh wait, never mind. You roll with fear.
Yeah, roll the fear.
So it is my turn now. I'm gonna spend a fear to get 2 more action tokens,
Sad.
and then the remaining 3 skeletons are going to attack at you again, Marlo.
You doing the thing that costs 2?
Yep.
Okay.
That is a 13.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Does that mean they're becoming unrestrained?
So, well,
they're,
so
they're.
No, they're still attacked. They just
Unrestraining.
can't move, right?
right.
I don't know.
Yeah, I think that
Okay.
just means that they can't move, but they weren't
just-
moving to hit me.
Right.
Oh, okay.
So they are.
Why didn't you move?
That is 12.
He went before me because he's cheating.
What?
Cheating.
You roll with. All right, so it's gonna be
Whoa.
12 damage. There's only 3 of them up.
Okay. I am
Just
going
move
to
away
mark an
from
armor
them.
Okay.
to make that a major instead of a severe.
Okay. So you take 2 health.
Yeah.
I'm feeling pretty good.
All right. How many do I got left? 1.
Yeah.
So this one. Actually, no. The other wraith is gonna move in with in melee damage of Varian because they're feeling good, and it's going to exact its forest wrath.
I hate.
Oh, that's fun. Okay, cool. This is cool.
Is it?
Does a 14 hit you?
Yeah. A
Okay.
little bit.
So it flies up to you, and when it does, it slows down and gently places its hand upon your cheek.
Whoa,
Please describe
buddy.
to me a terrifying moment from your character's childhood.
A terrifying moment from my character's childhood.
Yes, please.
What?
What happened to Varian at a young age?
One
One of your darkest moments.
As a young cub.
Yeah, just a little
Watched
boy.
his mother die.
I don't even know.
Just a little boy. What happened?
Someone
Just
poached
a
his
little
mom.
boy.
And did it involve a deer hawk?
We're stuck in a really tall tree.
Yeah.
Little
You're
kitty.
stuck in
A
the
little
tall
kitty
tree.
stuck in a really tall tree.
You climbed up there on your own, but you didn't know how to get down.
Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It's terrifying up
All right,
there.
you're now going to take
I'm scared.
1d20 plus 2 magic damage. That's 16 magic damage. Or is that on your threshold?
severe. How much is it?
16.
What the flip?
Do you want to use the armor?
Yeah, one of them.
Okay, what's that drop it down to? Major?
Yeah.
Okay, so mark an armor, and then you take 2 hit points. And you are vulnerable.
And I'm vulnerable. That's amazing, guys.
Until your next rest.
That's extreme.
Why?
These wraiths, you're starting to figure out are no joke. And you get the feeling maybe the best course of action here is mowing down skeletons while surviving wraiths.
Yeah, I think it is, to be honest.
All right. I'm out of action tokens, right?
You have
All
one.
right.
Oh wait, no.
No, that I
that
spent
would have
it.
been used.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Oh my gosh.
Who wants to go next?
I'm gonna.
You snap back to reality.
Oh, there goes gravity. I'm gonna go to behind one of the skeletons and go into his shadow.
Into his shadow.
Okay, so you're
gonna
marking a
use
stress and shadow stepping.
Zoop.
Yeah,
You're leaving the arcanist for
Where
dead.
you going at? You going here or here? Here?
Behind
Popping up
him.
there.
Where?
just behind the one.
You're supposed to be
behind
keeping
you.
keeping her
In front of you?
safe, you
Yeah.
know.
That one.
Obviously,
And then I'm gonna.
Well,
it's time to kill
okay.
skeletons.
Oh, so you could have just walked there.
Oh, I'm gonna walk there.
Okay, so you walk there. You can do stress if you want. It's up to you.
And then I'm gonna whip out my dagger. Try to do a little
Sure.
slash.
Slice.
Slash.
All
Yeah.
right, roll to hit.
14.
A 14
Plus,
will. Wait, is this
Oh.
with hope or fear?
Wait, was that 2 7s?
Yeah.
That's a crit. Is it a 7 or a 1?
7.
Yeah, so that's a crit. Matching numbers is a critical hit.
Oh.
So you crit.
Aha!
So what is your damage for your dagger? Well, what's it say on the page?
1d8 plus 1.
So it is 8 plus 1d8 plus 1 now.
Okay.
So 9 plus whatever you roll.
6.
6. So 15 on this dagger. All right. You step over, soul back in the body. You dash in, get low under the skeleton, and while it's restrained, you take advantage and you just rip it in half. Just bones shattered, totally brittle and just dusted. That one goes down, dropping the counter down again.
And
Remove
then
that skeleton, Richard.
I want to use inspirational words.
Oh, so another action.
Yeah.
All right, inspiring word.
To clear a hit point from Varian.
All right, and what do you have to do for that? Is it?
I just say, hey.
No, I mean, what do you burn?
One of the tokens off of inspirational word.
Does she have a token?
Oh.
When you rested, did it come back or no?
Is it short rest or is it session?
At the end.
It's session.
Yes, you don't have that.
Oh, so you don't have that.
I only use one.
How many do you have to start the game with? I think
Never
it's only
mind.
one, right?
Oh,
And you used it?
thought I had 2.
Well, you had 2 hope. There's a difference between hope and...
What's the modifier that it says? It's presence, isn't it?
Yeah.
Which is only a +1 for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Then
you only
never
have
mind.
one. Okay. So what did you want to do a second action or did someone else want to go?
I'm gonna try to go for that one to the right.
So you're going for that one also?
Yeah.
All right, roll to hit.
Same
Help.
thing. 10,
Plus,
11
so it was +1.
for presence. Wait.
What is your
on.
modifier for your dagger?
+2
Oh,
finesse.
so
So it's 12?
12.
yeah.
That does it. You needed a
Okay.
12. And that's with fear, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So 12 with fear does hit. What's your damage?
5, 6.
6. All right. You slice through one. You turn to your right. You clear this one. That one's down. Tracker digs down yet again. But now we turn to me.
You have 2
Where?
on currently.
Turn on currently. I'm going to burn a fear, add 2 more to it.
Eek.
And then the environment itself you feel this like shudder in the ground as the world around you is upset. And 2 skeletons burst from the ground. One next to Varian, and one over here between Barnacle and the Arcanist. That one is going to I'm gonna spend an action for actually. How many did that use? All right, so I spent 2 action tokens on the world bringing skeletons.
Okay, so that leaves you 2.
And then I'm gonna spend 1 more action attacking the Arcanist. That's gonna be. Yep, she hits. So that brings up your tracker to 6 from 5. Since she's hit, it comes up from the ground and it just takes a swipe at her, and she keeps humming. But you can see blood start to like drip from her cheek from where it sliced across her face. And then the Spectre next to you, Varian,
Stop that!
is going to. Oh, that's neat too. It's going to spend a fear to attempt to push your soul out of your body
For realsies.
for reasons. Does an 8 hit? Because of your strong will, it like tries to latch onto your soul.
I'm too good.
But you're too good, and you just keep your soul
Strong.
and
Strong-willed.
puckered. So you're good. You're strong.
So
That's
strong.
it. So who's next?
I'm gonna go because I'm gonna
Running
unleash
away.
chaos.
You're gonna unleash chaos.
Oh.
Yeah. I want to kill some stuff.
Do it.
So I'm gonna spend 2.
Okay.
Unleash, and I'm going to target this one right here.
Okay. Just that one.
Right now, yeah. Because I have to cast it first, right? So. Oh my god.
Uh-huh.
That is only a 3, 4, 5 with hope.
You gain a hope?
Hold on.
I miss having battle music.
Yay!
I gotta get this figured out.
Dang. That's only a 5, which is not good enough.
This is
Yeah, unfortunately a 5 is not enough. But you do get that hope.
I don't think I can increase it enough to make it worth it.
And that was an action, so that you already do an action token?
Yeah, that was an action token for
Alright,
you.
So
What
nothing?
is that?
Nothing on that.
All right.
Um,
Do you have something else?
if that is unsuccessful, because that was with hope, which means it still hasn't turned to you yet.
Well,
right?
you missed.
Oh, I missed.
Fear or miss. So the same was going to turn around at you and is going to take a swipe at you. That is going to be a 16 to hit,
Stop doing
Yeah.
and then it's going to be 2d6 physical.
that. Having a bad time right now.
That's 10 points of physical damage.
10?
Richard looks visibly stressed.
Yeah. Okay.
Narration.
How you looking?
Not great. I'm not feeling so good, Mr. Stark.
Not feeling.
All right. That's my turn.
I'm gonna try to pick and pull
I want to move
the.
away.
So how's your pick and pull work?
What does that even do?
You
Pick and
have advantage
pull.
on any attempt to pick a non-magical lock, disarm a trap, or steal an item from a target, either through stealth or by force.
What are you trying to steal?
Their weapon.
From who?
The one closest to
Who? Marlo?
yes.
Okay, so you're going to run over and you're going to attempt to swipe the weapon away from them.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh. I
Go
didn't know
ahead
that was a
and-
thing you could do.
But I get advantage.
All right. Go ahead and normally for something like this I would call it like finesse, but since you're in like mid combat, I'm gonna call this a strength. strength check.
Go back to
So
finesse.
I'm gonna roll over. You have advantage on it.
-1.
So roll d12, add your strength modifier, and then roll a d6 and add it. 2d12.
16.
16 -1. Add your d6 for your advantage. So 16, 15.
That's a D8.
You're very smart.
The
No,
d6 is the
that's-
square
Hang
one.
on.
This-
Not that one
That
either,
one.
buddy.
There you go.
4.
4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you know what? Let's see if he can hold on to it. No. You slide up and you grab your tongue around like his blade, like the handle of it, and you pull back and most of his arm comes off with it. You
Oh,
manage to like disarm him and the arm goes flying across the ground.
disarmed.
Yep, he's
Okay.
disarmed. All right, that was an action.
Yeah.
Yeah, I put it up
Okay,
there.
thank you.
Then I'm gonna come back with a dagger.
On the same
and
guy?
Can I use both? I've got his and mine.
Go ahead and make me an attack roll. See if you hit.
8.
8 plus anything?
Oh, for my dagger.
Was that with hope or fear?
Here.
Are you sure?
Yes, this one was higher. That one was right. Yes. Hope.
So hope. That's different. Okay. So you miss, but with hope. So you gain a hope token. And yeah, you grab through.
You're
You
at
take a
max
slice.
hope. You can't take that hope.
Oh, she's already maxed. Okay.
Mhm.
So no more hope for you.
Is it max hope 5?
No, it's 6.
Oh.
Okay.
And so you go and you try to like pull through with his other blade too, but you don't have the same dexterity in this moment because the arm, like as you go to pull through with the arm and its blade, the arm actually like turns the sword back a little bit and it deflects your other blade from hitting him. So he,
Okay.
even disarmed, he's still deflecting you. And that attack misses.
Shake his arm off.
You got 2.
2. So all right. So that one is going to attempt to it's still grappled, right, from your thing earlier? It's going to use one action token to unrestrain itself. And then this one over by Varian is going to attack. And 9 to hit.
No.
9, so it misses. This one comes at you. It comes up from behind, goes to take a swipe at you, and you just like totally see it coming, and you just push its arm off to the side, and it kind of like stumbles off. Right? So that's both my actions.
Can I
That's
come
it?
back over and try to get the other one's weapon? Or
You can, but you're not. You can absolutely do this, but every time you do this and then attack, you're using 2 actions and giving me 2 turns instead of just killing it.
Okay.
I want to
But you
move
can do that if you
away.
want. I'm not going to stop you. But you are giving me more fuel for the same result.
I want to be here.
Because it can still attack even though it's been unweaponed.
Which one are you going to attack? That one? Or
So who's going?
that one? Tempe. She just moved.
She moved and then you're shooting your bow? Or something else?
Probably. Looking. How far are these two? Like what?
You're close range for all of them.
I'm close range for all of them.
Yep.
Oh. We're thinking.
The one like farthest end this way was probably far range, but you're close range to everybody else.
Okay. Hmm.
Pow, pow, pow. Decisions
I
and
guess I'll just try
Daggerheart.
and entangle again, but like this one.
Okay.
That one. Which is a 12.
And was Strangle a stress to do? Or
What?
what's the cost for Entangle? Is it stress every time you do it, or is it free?
It's free. It's
Okay.
a thing that I do.
Sweet. You said 12 total?
Yes.
12 is what you needed.
With hope, too. So take your hope. Right? Oh, no, that's with fear. Never mind.
12 with fear.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Okay. And how much damage does he take?
Let's find out. Well, should I spend hope on that? No, probably won't. It's fine. D8. 4 physical damage.
4 physical.
Yep.
That is its minor, and
That one
roll.
is restrained.
It's restrained.
Can I try and scratch this guy?
So
No.
you also want to come over and scratch this one?
She roll with fear, which means it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
her turn anymore. It's your
Right.
turn.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Unless
I
they want
should
a
have
fear
switched
token.
these things. I'm
Yeah, I'll go
What
ahead and
the
use it.
lit.
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have the skeleton that had its arm ripped off take an attack at you, Barnacle. That is a 13. Does that hit?
Yes.
Okay. So 13 is going to take up its other arm that is unarmed. And I will only do half damage with it because I don't have an unarmed rule for this guy right now. Instead of 2d6, I'll do 1. But that is a 6 plus 2. It's going to be 8 damage. So what is that for you?
2.
That's 2? Okay, did you want to use any armor or no?
No.
Okay.
I want to.
So
Is
that's
it
my
back to
action
us?
token. Yep.
I want to do Rain of Blades.
Okay.
I'm gonna move slightly away though
Okay.
to right here, to like behind the cart.
All right.
It costs 2 hope.
Doo-doo.
I'm going to do a stress to increase the range so that I can hit the skeletons. It'll probably hit that guy too.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Let's see it. It's going to be good.
No,
It's not good. It's bad. It's real bad.
Yep. So that is a 6, 7, 8 total
With hope.
with hope.
So you gain a hope.
Yeah. Yep.
Um,
Yep.
But probably from the blood loss or the fact that there's so much magical energy moving through this veil right now, you get the blades to appear, but they start to like disintegrate on the way down. You can't keep it together.
And good.
Yep. So that was a miss.
Yep.
What do I have? 1. The wraith next to you is going to come over, and it is going to attempt to pull your soul out of your body. That's a 7.
A
So
no.
it doesn't.
No.
So you do manage to, as you start to pull this concentration back together, and the blades start to form. But as you do, this wraith sees you like trying to pull off this big spell, and you have to drop that to instead use a bit of energy to deflect this wraith away from you. All right, you guys.
I'm going to use my tongue
Okay.
and get that one in front of me.
Tongue in them.
Let's see it.
Blip.
Blip. We gotta do what it says.
Oh, wait. I got to roll to hit.
You gotta roll to hit. Yep.
12. 14.
14 with fear. That'll hit.
1d12. 10.
Eviscerated.
Nice.
With my tongue?
Yep.
Dang.
What that
So what's it
tongue
look like?
do?
I lick its head off.
So you
Oh.
just bleh, and the
Yeah.
Just
Pop it off.
Pop it off.
like it
Yoink.
goes into the forest behind, and the body just kind of like looks, and it wants to run, but it's entangled, and it just kind of like schlumps.
Does that make it go down? Or
Yes,
no?
it does. That drops to a 5, and that guy's removed. But that
Okay.
was with fear, right?
Yeah.
You got 1.
Oh my gosh! All right, I'm gonna spend a fear to add 2 more on there.
Dun, dun,
Um,
dun.
You got 3.
All right.
This
That
isn't
skeleton
good.
is going to move in on Varian. And it's going to take a swipe. 19 to hit.
Oof.
Yeah.
It's going to be 8 points of damage.
8.
Yep. It runs up, rusty sword out, and just like jams it into like your like tries to jam it into your torso.
I guess I'll take an armor for that.
So you're gonna mark an armor. When does that drop it down to a minor?
Yeah.
Okay, so you take 1 hit point. You mark that armor slot.
I don't like this guy.
And then I'm going to. Oh, how much is that? I got 2 on there, right?
Yep.
All right. I'm going to burn both those.
Okie
And the
dokie.
world will shake, and 2 more skeletons are going to pop up. Both next to Ribbit, the frog. Barnacle.
Ribbit.
Yep. One bursting through the vines and stuff and remains of the previous one.
Have fun with them.
All right, you guys are up.
Okay.
All right. I'm going to use an action to mark a stress to refill Unleash Chaos,
Okay.
which is 2.
Oh.
And then I am going to... Man, this thing's got a lot of life. You did a lot of damage to kill that one, didn't you?
What has a lot of life?
The skeletons.
So you get
I'm
the feeling they're actually very fragile.
gonna use one of those immediately to attempt to hit the
Just one?
No, I'm gonna hit the skeleton.
That's already been injured?
This one has already been injured?
Yep.
But there's 2 on
Mm-hmm.
him. But that one's on... Yeah, I'm gonna hit the one that's there.
Okay.
At least I'm gonna try to.
Did you already throw an action token?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, so that is a 11, 12, 13
That
with
will hit.
fear.
Okay, good to know.
Okay, so that's a 13 with fear.
But it does hit.
But it does hit. I am going to mark a stress
Mm-hmm.
to throw another bolt at that one.
Okay.
Mm.
So 1 damage for both. Let's see what it is.
So
Hey!
it is a 1.
That is the minor of both.
So it is a 1 damage to both targets.
All right. So these 2 explode, eviscerated.
Whoa.
This drops our action to 3, our tracker. So you knock out both of them. But that was with fear, right?
That was with fear. Yep.
All right. This one is going to use... Oh, crap. All right. I'm going to use my last fear token that I have right now. Add 2... Actually, just keep them. Because I'm going to burn both immediately to activate the group feature of the 2 around Barnacle. And they are going to attempt to stab you at the same time.
Oh.
That is a 13 to hit. I don't know what your AC is.
Yes.
Evasion. Okay, so 13. You take 8 points of damage.
You still have a lot of armor to use, too.
Use my armor.
What's that drop it to? Minor?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you take 1 hit point. And then I have 1 more.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. This wraith over here behind you
Mm-hmm.
is going to come up and... Oh, crap. I can't do that. Wait. Ooh. All right. I'm going to attempt to delve into your memories. It comes up and it places 2 hands on the back of your cheeks. 17.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please describe to me a terrifying moment from your childhood.
Terrifying moments.
Yep.
It's in mage school, and I have to cast a spell
Mage
Yeah.
in front of the
school.
class, and I can't.
You can't do it.
Aw.
I can't.
Oh. Anything else
I'm not
happened
good
to you?
enough. I'm not good enough, and they all laugh at me.
They'll laugh at you.
Yeah,
That's sad. It's terrifying.
it's terrifying. It's my worst nightmare.
Did I miss the box?
And your teeth fall out.
Ew.
Terrible. That is 19 points of magic damage,
19
and you're
points.
vulnerable until next long rest.
Okay, so I'm down.
Okay. If a PC marks their last hit point, they make a death move. For the purpose of the Quickstart adventure, they simply fall unconscious until they are healed for any amount or the danger passes. You
Okay.
don't get your cool moves this one.
I was gonna sacrifice
I
myself
know.
for the kingdom.
I know. But for the Quickstart adventure, we're following it to the T.
Fine.
You're just down
Damn.
until healed. Just put them on their side.
Down.
Terrible. All right, so it's just the two of you.
Turn. I want to scratch that guy.
You're gonna scratch the wraith.
That one. Yes.
Okay.
I would like to. Looking at the thing again. Well, is he close enough to me? Do I need to go up to him a little bit?
It's you can move up to close range and is part of your movement, so that's
Okay.
just part of it.
Yeah. Okay. It's 12.
What was it total?
12.
12? 12 unfortunately isn't good enough. And you come up and you go to slash and your claws are just going through it. And you start to get the feeling that you probably can't beat these things. Because they're better than you.
What the flip am I supposed to do then?
So that was a miss. So I have one action token?
Yep.
All right, so
I don't
that
like
one
these guys.
is going to attempt to push your... Oh, wait, I don't have a fear. Dang it! Oh, wait, that was with hope or with fear?
That one was fair.
Oh, I do have a fear. No, because it's fear or take turn. I don't know how that works when they miss and take fear, or miss and roll a fear. So I'm going to just take a turn, and instead of that, it is going to attempt to let you remember that horrible memory of being stuck up in a tree.
Okay.
Does a
We
9
love
hit?
that. No, it doesn't.
As it comes for
No.
you, you kind of the hair goes up on your back, and you kind of just dodge just in time, like a spider sense kind of
Too
situation.
good. We're too good for each other.
So that brings you to you guys. What do you two want to do?
I want to do the tongue again.
To which one?
The one
like
in front
Sky.
of me.
Okay, so you're gonna mark a stress into your tongue.
Yeah.
Okay.
Haven't even bowed and arrowed anyone yet.
8.
8 to hit.
Wait. 10. 10?
10 with fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm gonna gain a fear token. I'm not gonna switch turns yet, but that does miss. And you take your tongue and you put it towards it, and it manages to hit it and stuff, but it doesn't seem affected.
Hmm.
Like this thing is so driven by this desire to stop this ritual that's not taken down.
Ugh.
All right, so I took a fear. It's still Gary's turn. I took a fear instead of activating my turn.
Okay.
So it's still you guys. So you can go again, or Timmy can go.
I want to move and shoot.
Okay. So you run this way. Who
This
you shooting
way.
at?
That guy
Okay. Roll to hit.
with my bow.
Bam, bam, bam.
16.
16.
With hope.
Hey, good. So you take
Take
a
a
hope.
hope.
And then and this is physical damage or magic damage?
Physical.
Okay, so half that.
Hey.
Okay. Yep. So this arrow comes through, it kind of passes through it. A part of it kind of wisps away for a second, but it still seems pretty okay.
Hmm?
Oh, it doesn't do any damage at all.
No, it did some.
Oh.
It did an amount.
It did an amount, but it's
Okay.
still not
So I don't even
halfway
like I don't
or
roll
anything
for
like that.
that then?
She doesn't
What the
even roll for
hell?
damage.
Oh, there was still damage. Sorry. I
That
took
was
that
the
as your
hit roll.
voice. Ha! You definitely hit it. Sorry. Go ahead.
Okay then. 5.
No, it's even better. All right, so yeah, it kind of like shrugs.
I don't like these guys.
5, so that's half that. I don't know, so like, yeah. It's okay. It's okay. It's just really strong enemy. It's a very tough adversary.
How much time do we have left?
Well, she's still working on this. You're at a 3. You gotta kill 3 more enemies before they attack her.
Ugh, I'm gonna try to stab one in front of me.
You're gonna stab that one? Go for it.
14.
14 with hope,
Yeah.
but you
Well, if we
can't
gotta
fill any more
kill
hope.
3 guys, we gotta
That's
kill
good.
one of these wraiths at least.
It's gonna be a few turns.
4 damage.
4. All right. So which one did you hit?
That one.
This guy. Poof. You got him.
You got him?
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna try
That
to
drops
stab.
it down to 2.
I'm gonna stab the other
You're
one.
going again.
Yeah.
All right.
10? Wait,
10
Plus
to hit.
2
Plus 2.
12.
That does hit, but that was with fear.
with fear.
Okay. So I will make it mine after this.
Oh wait, 28. 3.
3. Okay. So that one is just marked. So it's injured. It's not destroyed. I'm going to use 2 of those, and I'm going to bring in 2 more skeletons, both next to Varian. What do I left? I got 2
2.
left. And both are going to take attacks at Varian. In fact, I'll just use the group move to make it easier. No, that's a 4. So they come in and both of them like try to jab at you, and you're just too evasive, and you just dodge between both blades. It's too sluggish to get you.
Use the group move to do that, you
Yep.
said? Okay.
So they're both gone. All right, you guys.
I'm trying to stab the one in front of me again.
All right.
$14.
14 with
Hope.
hope. Okay. So it's still your turn. 14 does hit. Roll me some damage.
3.
Dead. Poof.
Okay, so we're at
All right.
2.
You're at 1.
Oh.
All right. It's your guys' turn.
Okay. I hate this. Mm, mm, mm.
Choice paralysis. How's your game going, Richard?
I am lying on the ground.
That's good. Feeling well rested.
I'm still in that
Oh,
class,
what the
getting
flip?
laughed at
Just over
by
and over
all of
again.
my
So
peers
mean.
over and
Scratch
over
'em?
again. Yeah.
These guys?
Scratching doesn't do any damage is the issue.
Yeah, it makes them vulnerable, but like,
Oh.
You're essentially at the point where if you kill one more skeleton, this ends.
are
So
we?
keep that in
Gotta
mind.
use an attack.
Like what?
I don't know.
What does your weapon do?
It's a bow.
Uh-huh. What's the
They're
range
right
on it?
next to me.
Uh-huh.
It's
What's
far.
the range on it?
Far.
So anyone within far damage you can hit. Does it say you're penalized for close distance or melee?
Mm.
It doesn't, does it? It's not D&D. This is a different game. You could use your bow and you're fine.
That's so silly.
I mean,
I guess
If I
I'll
shot
try and
someone
bow
from-
him then.
with a bow from here, it's still gonna hurt.
I'll do it then.
That's Legolas
Yeah,
style.
exactly.
At this point, I'm just stabbing him with an arrow.
Totally.
But
If that's how you want to flavor it. Yeah. That's the idea.
Okay.
You're not disadvantaged for like close range.
Fine then. Do a little bit of that then. It's a 12.
12 does hit. Is that with fear or hope?
Fear.
Okay.
Of course it is. 5 again.
5.
Another 5.
This goes here. All right. And which one did you hit?
This one.
All right. Did you want to just stab with an arrow, or did you want to like do some fancy footwork?
Fancy
What's it look like?
footwork. I'm gonna stab this guy with an
You just
arrow
pull out
in
an
his
arrow,
face.
pull arrow out of your, then just whoosh, right up through the back of the skull,
Like straight from there.
like, blasted
The
right out the back,
violence.
and just
Yay.
okay. You hit him. All right, that
Mhm.
comes to me with 1, right?
Yep.
All right.
Mhm.
The other one behind is going to take a swipe and try to stab into you.
Don't like that.
That is a 14 to hit.
Wait, is he down?
What?
Did one die or
No.
no?
That's 10 points of damage.
10 points of damage.
Yep. How you looking?
I guess I'll have an armor. This is not good for my health, I don't think.
All right, so use an armor slot and that drops it to a minor, or is
Drops
it
it to
still?
7. I think she has to use 2.
If I want it to be a minor.
What's up to you?
I'll use 2 of them.
All right, so 2 to drop it to a minor.
This is not good. Not feeling
So you take
good.
1 point of hit points. As this thing comes up and it takes this blade and it like jams it into your back, and some of the blade gets through and pierces you, but most your armor takes the main brunt of it. Luckily it's there, otherwise it would have ran you straight through.
Yow.
And that's it for me.
I'm like run over here
Okay.
and then try to stab him.
All right. You're going for the one she already stabbed?
Yeah, 15, 16, 17, 19 with fear.
19 with fear, that'll hit.
That's a lot.
Oh wait, it was 20.
Even better.
6 damage.
All right, what do you want this to look like?
Just slice it up.
Just pull out your blade and just
Yeah.
I don't think so.
behind you, just
What?
explodes.
D20.
Oh my god.
Did you roll-
That's a
Hang
D20.
on.
Wait, you rolled the wrong dice.
Yeah.
So no, that
Hang
doesn't
on.
happen. Replay the scene.
13.
Still hits.
Okay.
Still
Okay.
happens. You're fine.
Okay.
13 with hope.
That's better.
Okay.
Okay.
We're making sure.
So you it's
Stop
still,
cheating.
You would perfectly envision the move. You're gonna run
I rolled
up
a
anime
40.
style, slice it up, turn around, don't look back, it explodes, and you do that. You slice it
Okay.
up, looking away into the wind. Or
Got
away
2
from
nat
the wind.
20s.
It explodes behind you. You tell yourself you're not gonna look back. You look back, and some of the dust gets in your eyes, but you did it. And that brings us down to counter 0 as this wraith comes up behind her and this other one comes up to you guys. A group of skeleton emerge from the ground and just a silent
Oh, we
and
did
a
it.
wave of energy wipes out the wraiths and all the skeletons. They
You're
shatter away.
squished a little bit.
Okay, so he's
At
back.
this moment,
She's back in her body.
you are sitting on the ground thinking about this, and enough, class. Calm down. And
my
this
God.
white fairy arcanist comes up to you and lays their hand on your shoulder. Now, try again. Swish and flick.
Swish and flick.
Swish and flick.
Swish and flick.
And the candle lights. And you wake up and she's above you. Tap, 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 tap. Get up. Come on. We did it.
Did we win?
Can I have nap
Did
time?
we win?
We won.
We did.
Yes.
Yeah.
We did it. You did great, champ.
Can I have nap time? Can I have nap time? Please.
And as you've delivered this powerful blow, the ritual has ended. The carriage falls to the ground.
Our carriage.
The keystone vibrates with arcane energy. Then all at once, the sky clears, and the world is quiet once again. Sometime later, back inside the treehouse, the keystone sits suspended carefully above the rumbling fire in the hearth. The arcanist, who looks even older now than she did before, sits cross-legged in an overstuffed chair. There's an exhaustion in her voice as she speaks. You fought hard, and I'm not surprised, of course. The king keeps good company. I'm very glad you were there. Well, the keystone will need a week, maybe more, to allow the magic to settle, and I'll need to watch it carefully to ensure nothing cracks or becomes sentient or, anything like that. You know how it is. In the meantime, after you rest and gather yourselves and have a hot meal and warm bath, I have one more thing to ask of the three of you. Next, the camera pulls out of the arcanist's home, and you guys see the forest itself viewing the verdant expanse from above. You see twisting stone spires breaking through the tree line, each with a flame flickering within the tower like a beacon. She continues as we pull back into the scene. There is a spire just west of here, maybe a few hours' walk. I felt it on the way to the ritual. Its power was strange. The light felt weaker than it should be. I think something might be terribly wrong with the Spire Keeper, and I fear what would happen if its fire is extinguished altogether. When you're ready, come back, and I'll give you my map so that you can make it there safely. It's good to have heroes in the Sablewood again. And that's where we're going to end tonight's session. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to our first game of Daggerheart. Like I said, this is the Quickstart adventure, beginning to end. From this point on, all of our games will be homebrew characters and stuff like that. So we'll get to see Rivet Bottom and whoever these two create, going forward. But hopefully that gave you if you're new to the game entirely, like a preview of what it has to offer. There's definitely a lot more we'll get into, especially once, with leveling up, because we'll start the next game, we're going to do character, creation on the recording, and we'll actually be making level 2 characters. So Rivet Bottom will start at level 2, so we'll actually get a little bit more characters from you. Everyone will get to choose their domain cards, and we'll really get into the nitty-gritty of all that stuff. But with this, like I said, we just wanted to go through written word for word how they handled their quick start. But for now, I've been Tyler.
I've been Richard.
Corey.
Tempe.
And we've been True Strike. You gotta say it at the same time. Say True Strike.
True Strike.
True Strike.
Woo!
Yippee!
Bye.